And we are back. It is the TimCon monthly Diabotical Duel 4th edition. I'm GMT. I'm here with Hamer. And we're about to watch Dazator versus Headbanger, which is going to be a bit like banging your head against a brick wall if you're Headbanger, because Dazator is very, very good and Headbanger's all right.
And from what I understand, Dazator is like kind of more of a cookie cutter style player. I've never seen Headbanger before, so I'm keen to see him off the spawn maybe. We got Headbanger getting the shaft spawn. He'll rotate around to this red. He will get the red as well, so he has a pretty good kit from the start. Dazator obviously getting that mega spawn, and these two should meet around this top area here. And they will find each other, but I don't think they want to engage yet. They're still just feeling each other out. Headbanger probably wants to get this pincer on his side. And yes, Dazator playing it perfectly. He wants to try to continue to lay down the damage, get that pincer out of Headbanger's hand, and get that first frag on the board.
Now coming in, the grenades sort of deter Dazator a little bit, but he just pushes through in the end and takes the mega. A little bit worse for wear, basically a fresh spawn, but with only a blue to his name, Headbang is not going to be that scary coming into this next round. We'll be on the low ground though, and the shaft's not bad at all. Dazator misses his pincers, and a third one as well. That's a little bit uncharacteristic for him.
Oh, Dazator getting a bit of Diabotical's clipping there, trying to shoot around the ledge, but actually blowing himself up. Thank God it didn't kill him though, and he is able to run away and get the blue armor and his health back. But he is on the back foot now. He can't. He shouldn't be coming in here, but he hits such a good direct rocket, goes straight through the telly. It's like he was never seen. He's a bloody flash.
That's what he is. Now, yeah, a blue is up. Mega Red Clash. This is an interesting time, and I think that Dazator is... I don't understand what he's doing at all, but he does so much damage that it's sort of okay. Off the spawn, he's going to be close to the red for sure. Headbanger needs health. There's going to be a small... armor, rather. And there's not going to be anything for 5 seconds, and I believe that that's going to be lower blue, but Dazator's here with the rockets and strikes him down. Yeah. That's the sort of Dazator play I'm looking for.
Dazator, obviously the more confident jeweler, he just saw an opportunity, took it, crushed his opponent. Whereas Headbanger, it's the kind of guy that might get a frag every now and then, but if you're an experienced, good jeweler, you know your opportunities, you take your opportunities, and you make it work. And Dazator here though, pushing in, he doesn't want to take these rockets, so he can't be fighting uphill like this. Oh, the rocket jump.
I love a Weevil kill. Absolutely love it.
And Dazator, going for the spawn damage. Yeah, doing so much. Oh!
Gives up, right?
But oh my god, why did Headbanger do that? But it worked out for him perfectly. Decided just to jump in over Dazator's head, even though he doesn't have rockets. He only had a shaft, but he's done it. He's pushed him so hard, and he's managed to bully Dazator off the control of the map. Missing that pincer though, not trading. Terrible for him. He will get the kill he would have gotten the kill if he hit the follow-up pincer then. He's coming in again. Maybe he's realized this strategy does work for him, and maybe he can just continue to bully Dazator around the map. Oh my goodness, such a good frag.
So far so good for Headbanger. He's putting up way more of a fight than we would have expected, and hits that pincer, gets on the mega too. It's a good position for him.
Oh, and his LG is shaky, but it doesn't matter if he hits it. And I think we're seeing some nerves right now. Maybe his adrenaline is going pretty hard, because he is just stringing together frags, but his aim is not steady, and he just gets bounced around by the experienced Dazator. Easy frag there. Oh, such good follow-up damage.
Oh,
Cuts him off with that blue. This is Casper. Oh, what judgment. He only had 23 health to pull out the machine gun and finish off his opponent. Such good judgment by Dazator. And again, it's the experienced, good level-headed jeweler that Dazator is.
Yeah, he's he's put a few feet wrong, I think, in this duel, but has then done some really excellent things, especially with this pincer. He's also more consistently emphasizing the high ground. Great flick from Dazator. On the red, 7-3. I think now the ball's going to start rolling.
And this is what you see from an experienced jeweler. They recognize when their opponent they've broken their opponent's will down, and their opponent isn't thinking as straight anymore, and they can just continually crush their opponent easily and get that scoreline up. And yeah, this is what we're seeing now. And you're right, GMT, on what you were saying before. Dazator is using the high ground way more effectively. And oh my goodness, that pincer, he wasn't even on the screen anymore. 85 damage pincer, had hit 4 in a row.
Has to pull back here, but it's onto a 50. It's onto the red, and he's going to be back in time for Mega. Headbanger, if he wanted that, had to stand on it, and that was going to be a bad time anyway. Now also low, chase down 2 health, all that he had left, and Dazator's on the top blue, back over to bottom blue for a fight. Failing that, just picking up this red. I mean, the position he has right now, he's completely cut Headbanger off, and instead of just using it and backing onto the item, he's like, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to hit this pincer. I'm not just going to win, I'm going to crush you.
And like, here's the thing right now, okay? Dazator is playing the suffocating, crushing game, right? He's like putting Headbanger in a vice, and slowly winding the vice tighter and tighter, right? But Headbanger has seen some success by playing the bully the item game and just going in every single time there's a big item up and just trying to do max damage. And when he's done that, he has seen some success. So I feel like maybe next map he should just go, okay, this is maybe what worked. The classic dueling style isn't working. I'm just going to change to that bully play style, and maybe I can get a win over Dazator. I think currently the way that he's playing isn't paying off. He needs to shake it up.
Certainly could be the case. Dazator with a lesser stack actually at the moment. One blue.
I think he was just talking to his girlfriend for a second.
Probably. Hey,
I mean, an experienced jeweler like Dazator definitely has. Anyway, never mind. Go on.
Yeah, Alan, Danchez hasn't signed up, has he?
No.
That's bizarre. I've never known that. Anyway. Dazator. Oh, eating a lot of rockets here. Gonna play around the smoke shotgun around the corner. Headbanger drops him though. Collects the Mega as well. It was close. But Headbanger now has a positioning that he may be able to hold on to this red. No, he's pushed away.
15 seconds, golden frag. Headbanger really needs to find some frags here. He's in a terrible position here. He doesn't have the high ground advantage. Dazator is low though. That pincer will kill! And he does connect it! He extends golden frag just a little bit by 30 seconds and he will get this Mega. This does give him an opportunity to come back in the map. Oh, that pincer would have been vital to keeping Dazator at bay. And now Dazator can just push him trade damage with the sharp and get the frag on Headbanger. He will put it into golden frag, and this is not looking good for Headbanger right now.
Not at all. He's going to struggle to come back from this. Dazator, I mean, he's low, but does it matter if he kills you before you kill him? Absolutely not. GG is called, and that is going to be Dazator 1-0 up in this series. Headbanger had moments in that map where he looked like he was doing okay. He actually had the lead briefly, but Dazator is, as we expected, slightly different class.
So this is a best of 3.
Yes, best of 3.
Everyone left the game. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just so we don't have to wait 20 seconds to get to the map pick.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I gotta say, I want to see more of Headbanger actually playing the Headbanger style. Bang his head against Dazator, get the frags by banging his head against him. Just bully the items, bully Dazator, and just throw Dazator out of his game, make him uncomfortable. We got Headbanger off the spawn here, and he will get the pincer spawn and the red. This is the favorable spawn for this map, but he does need to get some kind of close range weapon before he engages with Dazator. He smartly pushes away, and yeah, good start on Overgrowth here for Headbanger.
Now, what I really want to note here as we're watching Headbanger is that he has terrible taste in skins. He's gone for the full pure, the straight color ones. I hate it, and they will definitely do less damage.
Yeah, and there you see it. The skins really got it earned Dazator that frag just then. You know, the Dazator going for that carbine skin really has a mad advantage over Headbanger, and Headbanger just can't deal with it with his plain, boring old skins. And
Yeah.
Dazator dealing so much damage with his skins. Headbanger just getting fragged by Dazator, and there you go. Oh my god, Dazator looked at the skin, dealt the damage. That's all she wrote.
And now dropping, doesn't even know where he is, misses a flick. Headbanger left very low on this red though. And both of these players, I think, know the map. They're both very active. So he's going to be okay. He's going to know where the health is, which is a good place to start. These first few cups on new maps are always interesting. Everything is so different than on the very well-versed ones. I mean, I remember when Elder came out, right? And it took people forever to figure out how to duel on that in QA.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think it was very popular either. That's probably why it took so long. But also, yeah, I think it's really interesting to see, like, you know, there's a bunch of different kind of tech that gets discovered when these new maps come out. There's like the time it takes to get from A to B, the kind of splits you can do with the items, the extra damage you can lay down here and there, and the traps that you can set, and all that tech kind of comes together to in one tournament, but when it's new, but you only kind of see bits and pieces of that tech get displayed at each point in time. And I you know, in a couple of tournaments time, you're going to see duelers who have put it all together and completely running the map perfectly, and that's going to be the example of how to play the map.
Well, we'll see. Maybe Agent or Karvik can get pretty close. We'll have to see later in the day. Dazator would actually be, I think, my 3rd or 4th seed today.
Yeah,
So,
right. Well, he's
very
playing
high.
really excellently.
Yeah, he's a bit of a tank, is Dazator, and I don't just say that because he's like an actually massive man in person. Like, he's just fucking hen. But the way that he plays is like, just does more damage than you most of the time, and he plays the items, you know, fairly conventionally. There's nothing hyper aggressive about what he does, but at the same time, he rarely runs away from it.
Oh, it's 120 damage, Void! Can he get the kill? And is he one more? Oh, God, he swaps to shotgun. He misses the shotgun even, and he gets fragged. That was his chance. Headbanger's chance. Oh yeah, can't do it. And oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. I take everything back. GMT, what do you got to say?
This is the last event you'll be working on for TimCon. Sorry to say.
I can believe that. Crazy Al's an admin. He doesn't like me, so.
It's not true. I think you're alright.
Alright only, though.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, you got a ways to go.
Yeah.
I had to earn my stripes to do the TimCon gig. I still don't get paid. It's shocking, really. I've been in since day 350.
Wow.
Dazator, once again with a big stack. Headbanger has a lot of health as well, but round the corner, big damage already. They're both slugging it out with the rockets. Headbanger, well, we wish it would have happened, but it didn't. And instead, Dazator gets to pull away. And looks for that angle. Doesn't come to him, though.
Dazator in a pretty tricky situation right here. Had to kind of work out what Headbanger was doing before making his next move, but he makes the right call, and Headbanger does let Dazator get that red armor. Probably should have put on a bit more pressure, but he's doing an excellent job with the Void Cannon. Void Cannon actually coming out really good here, and the fast shooting speed really outplayed that pincer there because he knew he was so low, and that might be the first time we've seen the Void Cannon get used in Duel really well, but Dazator comes straight in, contests that red. Easy kill.
Come on, please, with the grenade. Ah, it's a shame. It is a shame. What do you think of the grenade ult fire? Do you think it's been fairly transformative to Duel, or not that different?
No, it's not transformative, but I think it is a nice little change. I don't think it really changes the game much, to be honest. Grenades aren't that useful, but they're good enough that it does give you a little extra option every now and then, so I think it's a cool little change. I really like the shotgun change, to be honest. The new shotgun, I think they changed the spread. Now it does way more damage, and the secondary fire can be actually really useful to defend yourself. But yeah, I think the weapon changes are mild, but good. I don't think you want to change like the arena FPS too much. Like, you know, we know what works. It's been tested for like 20 years, and there's a reason why it works. So yeah.
Headbanger trying to push in. Is that a decent run of form? And he's going to get a void cannon kill.
Yeah, see, that's the same kind of thing you could do with a rocket, well-placed rocket, but I guess the void cannon has a bigger AoE, so it is a little bit easier to hit. On the contrary, it does make a noise as it's coming out, so easier to dodge. But yeah, I think that's a nice little cool addition to the game, the void cannon. It's kind of like they've made the unholy trinity a unholy quadruple, you know?
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Headbanger's got a bit of a chance here, I think. Doing good damage here as well. The slow Weeble helping out in a big way, and Dazator screaming. Dazator, surely not long for this world, but he makes the jump to Mega. Oh, what a blunder from Headbanger, but he will get the frag. The shock rifle coming out on top once again. He's got a bit of a painful wait, though, as he waits for them. Oh, he's done it!
This is the best display of the void cannon I've ever seen in Diabotical, and oh my god, but he pulls out the pincer as Dazator's running towards him. Definitely the wrong choice of weapon there. And Dazator, this game is high frag, going back and forth. I think it's important that Headbanger realizes what was working for him and gets that void cannon back in his arsenal.
Dazator giving him a taste of his own medicine with that void cannon, and oh, it is so refreshing to see it being used quite this much. And look at that!
What a frag!
Call this man Hypno. He's been practicing his Unreal tournament. That's a reference all of 8 people will get, which is what we aim for on TimCon. We only really want an audience today. Anything more than that, we think's a bit scary.
Well, according to the chat right now, we think there's only 8 people watching. Can you guys in chat please say something? Like, come on, give us some encouragement. You're our fuel to this fire. And Dazator is in golden frag right now. He's gonna get the frag hit. Oh, I thought he was gonna cut him off, but actually, he's.
Oh! Headbanger lives for now a little bit. Maybe. No. There's Dazator. There's the 2-0. And, well, it's the expected result, but honestly, a much better series than I thought we would see.
Crazy Al. Very funny. Yeah, I thought that was a really good match, to be honest. I thought Headbanger was obviously being outclassed there by Dazator. Dazator, really good dual sense and ability. And Headbanger couldn't fit into Dazator's groove, so he was constantly getting caught out by Dazator, and also couldn't set his own pace. So overall, I think Dazator really set the pace and the style of game, and Headbanger just couldn't deal with it. But yeah, it was really fun to watch. Cool contrast.
I would, you know, just echo everything that you've said there. I was worried that we would have a pretty weak series. Headbanger, I've heard him around. He's a very active player, but just not quite at that upper echelon. And Dazator, you know, is a tournament-winning, capable player. But yeah, that was really, really fun. And it looks like we're going to be getting into Backstein versus Distant Light That's quite the map. So Distant Light, we still don't really know who he is, but he's very good. The first one that we saw him in, I believe he got top 2, actually. I believe he got 2nd, which was a huge upset because we just didn't know who he was. And he's going up against Backstein, who I think in the last couple of months has probably been the most improved player in Europe. He grinds a lot. He is very familiar with the new map. He's got a great mentality. And of course, he's Backstein. We all know Backstein back from like 2008 to 2011 in Quake Live. Yeah, so this is going to be a great one. And it could be one of the best series of the entire tournament, honestly.
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Do you think Distant Light? Hang on, I gotta restart my Diabotical. Can you not start for a sec?
Sure.
Do you think have you tried to compare like in 2 places at once kind of thing with Distant Light? Try to work out who he could be. Looked at his ping or anything like that, or do you think it could possibly be a QPL player not wanting to give away his real identity?
With the greatest of respect to Distant Light and all Diabotical duelers, I don't think I don't think he's as good as a QPL player. But he's good. I think, we've been told that he's some old Quake 3 player, which would seem a bit weird to come up with for it not to be true. But no, we've not done the forensic analysis like we should have. We'll get on that. Let's do a big search. We can do it together.
Down here in Australia, we're pretty quick on the guesses. We analyze ping. We work out who's currently playing the game, who's been active, and how good they are like within the rank, and we nail it down pretty quickly to who it could be. But yeah, I guess in Europe you don't have that kind of luxury. So
it was funny because we asked one of the boys, Luke IE, really good duel actually from Ireland, and he plays with Distant Light in teams. And so we asked, who is this guy? And he sent us, I can't even remember what it was. It was like a fucking Quake 3, Quake Life? I don't know. It was a weird Quake website that hadn't been updated since the mid-90s. Well, mid-2000. And I can't remember his name. It was like Martin. It was just a player called Martin or something. Fucking bizarre.
Oh man, people that use their first Christian names as their alias always weird me out just a little bit. Like yeah, it's just like they're not scared of the internet, they don't want to be anonymous, or they don't want an alias for some reason. Yeah, I guess Al does, so.
Oh, sorry? I wasn't listening.
But he's crazy, so yeah, there's
Yes,
that.
a bit.
That is indeed my Christian name.
Crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Easy. I don't know why. I'm going through my internet history now trying to find his old name. Malcolm. There we go. Cheers, Adam. We're gonna Amberfall once again. It's gonna be Monolith and Overgrowth remaining.
Oh, this is going to be a really good duel. From what you've told me, I'm looking forward to this. I know Backstein is an excellent Quake Live jeweler from back in the day, and this Distant Light guy, I want to see what he can do. And they're playing the new maps as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to play Raya, Amberfall, and then Overgrowth. Raya, it's just an amazingly good duel map. I think they've done such a good job making that map. I think it should have come first in the contest, in my opinion. It's obviously going to get played the most, I think. But Overgrowth, I think, is the second best. It's an amazing map too. But yeah, I think it's really cool. The players are all choosing the new maps in this tournament. They must be practicing them. They must feel confident on them. And they're going to show us tech that we've never seen before, which I'm really excited about.
Well, we're here on Riot for the second time today. Backstein versus Distant Light with like an inverse, well, not quite, with basically reverse flag colors, the Netherlands and Russia. It's interesting. And I think my money's on Backstein. Now, the first time we saw Distant Light, he performed better than he has since. He's sort of been on a bit of a downward trend, but still been very strong, whereas Backstein is just getting better and better and better. And I think he's probably the player alongside maybe like Gecko, probably Agent still, in terms of being the most dedicated duelers in the game right now. He's right up there.
And if you're in the chat right now, who do you think's going to win this game? Is it going to be Distant Light or is it going to be Backstein? Who do you think is going to come up on top of this game? Who's the fan favorite? Who do you reckon is going to take out map 1? Let's see what you can say. And actually, I'm not in the game right now. Shit,
oh, terrible. Yeah, they've started. What we'll do, because they're already underway.
I'll be back. You can cast that. I'll be back. I'll be back soon then.
All right.
Thank you.
So here we are. As I say, Backstein very dedicated, and also pretty much the lone Western European hope. He's just about the only player in Western Europe with any notable results at all. Diabotical even more so than Quake has had domination from the Eastern Europeans and the Russians. But here we go. Backstein with the maiden frag, 100 health, 100 armor to work with. And this is a very nice start for him indeed. Look there, and this is the sort of careful play you're going to see from Backstein. He plots, he plays the items. He's not a flashy player, just very, very solid.
And I do actually have vision of the game now, so I might be just a couple of seconds behind, but I can still give my 2 cents.
Yeah, go for it.
And it does look like Backstein is doing a little bit of some really good flyby damage here, but Distant Light actually catches him out of that pincer, hit the really good direct rocket, and does so much damage with that shaft as well. And yeah, you can see that little movement trick there by Distant Light, just kind of flicking his aim to do a little bit of a half beat strafe jump and then back to the optimal position. And he is moving around this map beautifully right now.
And he's gonna take down Distant Light.
Caster's Curse.
Look, the Caster's Curse, I've come to realize is just an inevitability. It's not worth getting upset about. So otherwise I would always be upset, just 100% of the time. You should see me every time, like from across the room, I try and throw something in a bin. I go, and he's gonna do it. Never do, of course. Never do.
It's such a risk jumping onto that mega. You know, you jump onto that mega and you can just take so much damage if your opponent's in the right position. But both these players right now are just trapping their opponent over and over and over again. We're 5 frags deep, but only 2 minutes 48 seconds into the match. And yeah, both players knowing the great positions to trap. Backstein does get an easy frag there. Distant Light was looking very unhealthy and didn't know where he could go to get some health. And yeah, Backstein looking very healthy now.
Well, and again, we have to point at the skins. Candy Cane Rocket Launcher's top tier. That's a superb skin.
I mean, you want to feel empowered by your skins, you know? You want this like army camo shaft, you know? Army camo pincer and you know, candy cane, you know? You want it to be like taking candy from a baby, you know? It's that simple. So that's the kind of vibes that Backstein's channeling right now. And he is setting up for this mega. The main items are split, so Distant Light should be able to get a red armor as well. Backstein does have 100 more stack or 50 more stack than Distant Light. It's actually kind of even right now. So whoever gets first damage here could potentially be in the lead, and Backstein will get first damage. Distant Light does want him to stay away from this red armor, and Backstein will encroach on his territory.
Reveal out. He's going to make any sort of move from Distant Light here pretty tricky. Backstein, though, does get tagged by one pincer and thinks better of it. Now, he's trying to defend on the mega, but it's an awkward timing, actually, because I feel like it's too long for... Oh, Backstein will actually get it first. Okay. I was wrong.
Okay.
Lola Grade raiding with a party of 4. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. on the red. Distant Light's done well to sort of stem the bleeding here, not to hemorrhage frags, but at the same time, he's not really gaining ground.
Vaccine. Playing a little bit more calculated now. He does do damage, unreturned damage on the red armor. He's basically nullified that red armor, and he goes and gets that mega health. Fantastic play there by Backstein. See, this is the strategy kind of stuff that you're seeing from a really high level dueler. You know, I love the strategy that you see come out from really top players, and they're happy just doing some damage and running off. They don't need the frag every single time. And oh, the rocket on the edge of the slow weevil, throwing the slow weevil, putting the rocket on the edge, knowing that he's going to strafe out of it, and such good prediction and damage there. It's like he was in Distant Light's mind.
Yeah. On that mega. Rocket's not doing a bad job. I was a little bit worried about the levitate happening there, but not to be, and Backstein continues to look imperious on Raya. He's on that red. He's now going for the chase, and yeah, it's going to be a frag, surely. With the melee, you love to see it.
It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Distant Light in a much more commanding position all of a sudden, and he can bring himself back into this map if he gets another item and maybe deal some unreturned damage. Backstein being very careful here, knowing the spot. Actually, that's a spot that I've never seen before. Nice little hidden position there, and yeah, that is exactly what Distant Light needed. Some unreturned damage and a major item, and he does catch out Backstein, but he had the wrong weapon out coming out of the teleporter, and that will allow Backstein to have a little bit of another second chance. Still is on kind of the back foot, but time is running out for Distant Light.
There's a minute and 20 seconds as Backstein continues to put the pressure on, hits 2 pincers, 1 returned, 1 unreturned, and Distant Light still has the stack advantage, but a lot of what his momentum could have been lost. And Mega for Backstein hits the 95 damage pincer as well. Hundo is there. And Backstein is back in control.
Oh, I know it's like lunchtime in Europe right now, and Backstein, he's feasting. He wants everything served up on a platter, and he's eating hundos for lunch. Give me that Distant Light.
Delicious hundos. He hears a Weeble.
Oh, you know Backstein wanted another hundo. He was aching for it. 30 seconds to go, 7 frags in the lead, got control, got more stack. What can Distant Light do to bring himself back into this match right now, GMT?
I think he's going to have to make one really decisive move and try and get momentum off that, but instead it's Backstein with the initiative, finding himself here. Good damage from Distant Light keeps him in it, but he would have loved the frag there. Red now, probably going to go to Backstein after blue, after 50 bubble as well. This is not what Distant Light wanted.
Yeah, 7 frags on Raya. It's not easy to come back. You know, Raya's kind of an equalizer map where you can constantly kind of equalize your stack with your opponent. It's hard to just keep your opponent out of the map completely. So unless you are really outplaying your opponent, you're going to give up a frag one way or another, you know? So I think this is a really difficult position for Distant Light to be in, and he's being very quiet right now. Same with Backstein, in fact. Both players are sneaking around this mega health. Distant Light pushing him off. Misses the pincer though. That was kind of a vital pincer. And Backstein setting up this red armor with good position as well. Great understanding of the timing of the items there by Backstein. I don't know if he knew the red armor timing, but he probably guessed it. And yeah, fantastic play there by Backstein. And Distant Light in a lot of trouble now. Backstein looking to set up a trap.
Yeah, this is pretty dire. Pretty dire. As Backstein is actually getting a little bit more aggressive than I would have expected from him for this last frag. But wants to seal the deal, post the stamp, and send it away. It's going to be on the Mega, 200, 200. Distant Light with a sizable stack, but so much smaller.
Oh my god, Backstein 200, 200. How often do you see a player with 200, 200 just sneaking around a map, just looking for the opponent? Oh, what?
With quotation mark, smiley quotation mark.
He shot that rocket like 4 seconds before it hit. And he ran off, like, went through a teleporter, went and got the red armor, and then dunk. Crazy prediction. Like, that is some Matrix style shit. And this could be it right now. He is shooting the shaft.
Oh, there we go.
Good finish there by Backstein. Wow, great play. And see, he's only done 300 more damage, ladies and gentlemen. But when you look at the items, he got 16 megas, 14 reds, whereas Distant Light only got 2 megas and 11 reds. And that's, you thought that they were just trading items or whatever the whole game, but Backstein was really laying down, pushing Distant Light out of the items, playing the map much better than him.
Yeah, why would we restart? Oh.
Oh no, I mean,
no, you're in now.
For some reason, it let me in halfway through that match for some reason.
Weird.
2, 1, fight.
So we got Backstein off the spawn. He will get the mega spawn. He decides not to get the void cannon, goes straight through the teleporter, still only has a machine gun, finally gets a gun, and he goes down and gets that pincer. Okay, great opportunity to get the pincer while his opponent was near him but knew he didn't really want to push and didn't have the weapons to take him out. So smart play there by Backstein. And oh yeah, we're seeing some more void cannon. I like this.
This is what we're here for. It was Headbanger earlier today that put on a bit of a show. Hopefully Backstein and Distant Light can do the same.
Backstein not picking up the void cannon, even though he had 3 or 4 opportunities to so far this game. He obviously isn't really a fan. He just wants the classic rocket rail shaft combination. But yeah, Distant Light not afraid to use some new technology.
Ooh. Cheeky 30 damage. It was a little bit more dramatic in terms of the sound effect and the surprise for 30 damage, but I will. Very interesting map, of course, being 3 blue, 1 mega. No YA or red. Give me a second, I just need to cough at that.
Okay. Backstein, significantly more stack. But I think what we're seeing here is that Backstein isn't really sure how to trap his opponent on this map, whereas last map he was very confident on trapping Distant Light. And he's just kind of hearing out where Distant Light is. But I do think, like, because the way that this map is designed, there is lots of areas, lots of nooks and crannies. I do think that it could be quite hard to kind of find a really good trap for your opponent, unless you're in one of those kind of obvious spots where you're catching your opponent falling down or something like that. So Backstein's style of gameplay might not suit this map very well. And I think that's what we're seeing right here. Distant Light comes in though, and he deals a lot of damage, but he had so much less stack than Backstein at the time. And, diving forward into rockets, he didn't actually hit a very good void cannon shot, so that was probably a unadvised play there by Distant Light.
I've returned with fresh, clear throat. Definitely not any illness.
And our favourite Australian Q Hat has joined the stream chat. He loves it when I cast games. Anyway, are you okay, GMT? You're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Been smoking too much.
Yeah, way too much, mate. I got really into using a pipe, which is even worse for you because it's unfiltered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why those things stopped getting used.
Yeah. God damn, do I look cool when smoking a pipe?
Yeah.
Had to buy a suit
You would
recently.
too.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
like
just
it's gotta be done.
Yeah. At the party, everyone would be like, "That guy, I want to sit next to him."
Whiskey and
Oh,
ham.
and he actually gets thrusted towards him with the void cannon, and he deals a lot of damage and gets out of there. So, a risky opportunity, a risky play there by Backstein, and oh, that pincer shot was really solid there by Distant Light. Backstein not afraid to go into the water at all. Actually, a couple of times this game he's gone into the water just to get health bubbles, and yeah, he's showing like maybe you don't actually need to be that scared of the water in this game.
Maybe. Maybe. So many questions left to be answered on these maps. And I'm sure even, you know, the makers themselves or even the most experienced players are still learning day by day. Backstein does very little there. Does get a pincer in the end, but that was a good trade on the whole, I feel, for Distant Light. Because it should mean he's the one that can pick position on the Mega and do damage on this point.
I think Distant Light is the better player on this map. I'm calling it now. I think Distant Light is going to win this map. I think he's the better player. He understands the position and the angles. Backstein is, you know, a fantastic dueler, and he's definitely learnt this map well as well. But I think Distant Light's the better player in this map. So I'm going for Distant Light for this game. I think he's gonna tie this series up one map apiece.
Look at those little candles on the rock. Ain't that nice? Backstein, ooh, does get knocked away. Doesn't hit anything himself. And good damage now from Distant Light. Backstein switches from pincer. Doesn't shoot his own shock ball. I mean, void ball. But that's all right. Trying to get up here. There's so many little jump in this map that are visually, you know, pretty well telegraphed. But you could still miss them. Very technical map, isn't it? Very technical.
Yeah, very technical. And as I was saying before, I think it's really hard to actually trap your opponent on this map. It's a kind of map where you have to kind of whittle your opponent down over time and make a really aggressive move. And yeah, it doesn't suit Backstein's style of play. He comes in here, shouldn't have come in there, and he shouldn't be winning this fight right now, but somehow he gets away with it. He does so much damage, and he actually gets out on top of that fight at Distant Light now in a really difficult situation. I do not expect, I don't think Distant Light expected Backstein to make that kind of play. I don't think anyone expected Backstein to make that kind of play. I think it might have been an accident by Backstein, but Distant Light does catch him there, do a little bit of a tickle with Sharp.
Oh, what a rocket.
There you go. By chance, Backstein just comes across a low Distant Light and slowly turns it off.
Can't believe you cursed your boy Distant Light like that, saying he was gonna win.
He's still the favorite in my eyes. I think he's the better dueler on this map.
You're just cursing him more and more. Backstein with all the stack in the world right now. Distant Light with, I believe, one blue. We'll be picking up some shards now, and you can see Backstein very much the proactive player at the moment, trying to find Distant Light.
I'm starting to see this map a little bit more now. These guys are showing me how it works really, really well, and yeah, it's not as complex as I thought it was. And yeah, Backstein again going into the water to get around the map. And wow, that was a really beautiful play to wait for him to come through the telly and finish him off there. Backstein showing everyone why he is such a good, experienced jeweler, and he could go far in this tournament tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Backstein, I will just check for you now exactly where I seeded him. I believe he's 3rd seed. No, he's 4th seed behind Karvik, Agent, and Dazator. But 4th seed, I think he could have been 3rd, honestly. I may have made a mistake there. Looking so good recently. Just getting better and better, as I say. Can he upset Karvik? Can he upset Agent, Dazator? Yeah, I think so. I think he's got a real chance.
But I gotta say, compared to the last map, Distant Light has put up a much better fight this map, and
Absolutely.
it's obvious that he has a good understanding of this map compared to the last map. Or maybe Backstein was just that far ahead in his understanding of the last map. But still, Distant Light has put up a good fight. He's only got a minute 30 left to do something, and he's missing rocket after rocket. He had opportunity there, but he flipped it all. And yeah, Backstein in a commanding position here as the time ticks closer to golden frag.
A minute and 30, all that remains for Distant Light. Ooh, Backstein's gonna get on the Mega as well. It was a messy situation, and now he charges forward. The movement letting him down a little bit, but he does hit that pin throw. Now Rocket flying through the air. Backstein will take Distant Light's head. He'll take the blue. He'll take the shards. Haymo, he's gonna take just about everything.
Yeah, he's a bit of a Pac-Man right now, isn't he? He just wants to gobble up all the bits and pieces.
Bang!
You can just hear your opponent so easily when they're underneath you like that, and such an easy frag there that Distant Light gave him. Golden frag, we see the golden weapon. You can't get golden skins any other way, and like this anyway, and this should be a finish off here. You can see him through the window. Oh, he falls! He falls. It was a movement mistake. Is this Distant Light's chance to bring it back?
No, it's going to be a big ask at this point. Going out the grenades, taking the blue. Mega next in 10. Oh, this is looks like a bad position for Distant Light. Pushing in now with the rockets is Backstein. The 2-0. And very well deserved from the Dutchie, who will now have the chance to face winner of Rel versus Karvik. Give you a little bit of an update on the bracket. Agent beat Gecko. Currently, Dazator is playing Pavel. Winner will play Agent. In the losers, we have Skillful Games over Sol, Abchamo over Oscar, and Kanza over River. And we will be now switching our attention, I believe, as I'll just go check the schedule. Looks like we are going to be going to Dazator versus Pavel next, if it hasn't started already.
They have already started, but they did put a key in the chat, so maybe we'll get in for like map 2 or something, maybe?
We could. Or Karvik Backstein.
Or Karvik Backstein, yeah, that'll also work.
Karvik Backstein's easier, isn't it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd love to see this really calculated jeweler cookie cutter style versus an aggressive jeweler that is deals so much damage. But I gotta say, last tournament when Karvik took down Agent, he had changed his style up a whole lot, and I wonder if that's continued to develop till today. So
yeah, he looked just a little bit more disciplined. Of course, he still had that explosive skill about him, and there were moments where he brought his pins throughout. He hit 6, 7, 8 in a row. You know, he did classic Karvik things, but it was just a little bit more patient, a little bit more reserved, and it made all the difference. You know, when you're hitting as hard as Karvik does, that's great. When you're hitting as hard as Karvik does, and he's got an item advantage on you, there's no chance of you taking him down. Like, and he's now leveraging his mechanical skill in a much more refined way. Whereas before it was like blunt force trauma. It was just, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run at you and I'm gonna shoot. Deal with it. Now you've got to deal with a whole lot more. Right, Amber,
So
Fall, and Casper out.
Plus Skybreak for Karvik. Yep. Alright. That makes a lot of sense.
That checks out.
Small map. Plus Rhea for Backstein. Okay. I don't know if Rhea is the right map for Backstein. He kind of wants to keep a distance from Karvik. I mean, Karvik does hit a lot of pincers, but he is also extremely scary with that rocket launcher if he catches you at a corner. And they will ban Overgrowth.
So we have remaining Bioplant, which I think Karvik would love Bioplant. It used to be his main map pick. Alternatively, we have Monolith, which we've yet to see today, and I've yet to see ever. So, hoping for Bioplant. It's gone. That's smart from Backstein. I don't think you want to take Karvik to Bioplants. That's going to be a Monolith decider.
I don't think anyone wants to go to Monolith, so yeah. Wait, should we get 2 more players in here and play 2v2 on it instead?
Yeah, we should. We really should, but we're not going to. Decider.
I've never seen Monolith high level Duel though, so I hope it gets there and we see how that actually plays.
Alright, let's get into this. What is actually one of the most interesting possible matches in this tournament, because Backstein, as I say, not up and coming, that seems so wrong to say about him, but sort of newly at the top level of Diabotical. And then Karvik coming off his tournament victory in the test tournament series. This is pretty much the best player in the world as far as we're aware, without any cross-continental play.
Yeah, you know, it's a bit of a throw up between Karvik, you know, Zorak War, and obviously
Agent.
Kama.
Still. Kama.
Oh, and Agent, of course, you know, but Karvik did take him down in the last tournament. You know, Agent does have a better track record, but the king owns the throne.
So it works. You got to respect results above all else. I did give Karvik the top seed today, which I think is only fair. You got to put the pipe down. It's only fair given the tournament results recently. You know, he's been so consistent in getting second or third, and now he's finally got a win on the board. He's a force to be reckoned with. Weird Rocks in the chat saying that Backstein's a whole lot better, going to take this in 2. You know, it could happen that way. I don't think it's an impossibility, but I would have my money still firmly on Karvik here.
I just want to say hello to Rolly in the chat. Shout out to Rolly.
Big ups.
Legend from Australia. Anyway, we're going live here. We're going to start with Karvik off the spawn. And Karvik gets the yellow armor spawn, mega health. He decides to go and get the rocket launcher instead of the plasma gun and the lightning gun. So doesn't feel any resistance so far, and he will get every weapon in his arsenal already. Backstein just giving it all up.
Yeah, so a lot of the times, sort of the classic start for Skybreak is to you have a fight at the shaft, and you just you get your side of the map, and then you go fight at shaft, and then one of them comes out on top, and then they have a very horrible 3 minutes. But Backstein, very risk-averse player, doesn't like playing the odds like that. Karvik hits everything he needs to with 10 HP. Going to be on the Mega, going to be on the YA. He's going to be all right. Oh, what? That was a ridiculous pincer.
Man, I don't know what he saw on his screen, but I hardly even saw the guy on my screen. Oh. And they're the kind of fights that you shouldn't really be winning, okay? They're the kind of fights that transcend traditional duel knowledge. Backstein's thinking, okay, this is a good situation for me, and Karvik's thinking, this is a good situation for me, you know? And Karvik comes out on top because he can hit extra hard.
Yeah, and versus most players, Backstein's decisions all make sense here, but he's just taken, what, 4 or 5 pincers he wasn't expecting? And that's gonna sting. It's gonna really sting. Oh, Backstein pushing him with the shaft. Good damage from Karvik on exit, but it will be the frag for Backstein.
And the red armor doesn't spawn for another 10 seconds. Karvik doesn't have much to his name. Backstein should try to be aggressive here and do some damage on this red armor.
Bang.
And he does, but he cannot land the second pincer, and that is very detrimental as he gets caught out on the way to this mega health. But he will catch Karvik here. He could take this fight. He decides to back off. Oh,
well, Karvik seems to want it.
I think Karvik is feeling way more confident about his combat ability, even though Backstein should have definitely won that fight with a shaft trade. Oh, the pincer was huge.
Both players just slugging it out here on Skybreak. Both hitting so much. And playing very aggressively as well. Backstein gets the better end of things there, but still slightly behind on stack. Looks for the drive-by pincer. It's going to be mega for Karvik though, and now the aggression. Rockets coming out. Backstein, try as you might. You're gone, son. 4-1. Oh! Bang.
Oh. They're the kind of rails that you know where your opponent is through the wall, so you just strafe around the corner and shoot without even thinking, you know, without even seeing them.
Strong play from Karvik on his map pick so far, and a very high scoring one for 3 minutes in. He's going
And I
to be
think the
looking to
thing-
defend this Mega. Ooh. Nice little attack here from Backstein, actually. I'm surprised that
Yeah, that
worked.
was very aggressive. Smoke down, just pushing through.
Oh, look at Karvik's shaft. Did alright there. And all that hard work Backstein did has sort of been nullified a bit. YA going to be going away the Karvik. Backstein looks for a couple of pincers, doesn't hit either. You know, if he hits those, we're looking at a very different state. You know, and he would be over on this red quite confidently, but instead it's Karvik pushing in and taking the item.
Karvik is just such a demoralizing player to play against because he just extends the scoreline so quickly if you can get a couple of frags together. And also, I think when you're playing against him, you feel like it's really undeserved, his frags, you know, because they're unorthodox and they're aggressive. And, you know, an average player making that move would get fragged 10 out of 10 times, but Karvik makes it work, you know, most of the time. So I think he's a particularly demoralizing player to play against, especially for someone that's played so much Duel in his life, like Backstein.
Yeah, I mean, look at this, just pushing.
Oh, and Backstein's
pushing.
just given up. Yeah, there you go. You can see Backstein's back is broken, and yeah, Karvik cruising now.
You know, I think it was always going to be the way that when we were looking at the very unrefined Karvik in the first couple of times, he was just aggressive and he was just pincer and he was, you know, a little bit mad. Like, he would just push for no reason. It meant that he either won by a mile or lost quite badly. And now that we've just seen that tiny alteration, especially now that he's won a big tournament, he's beaten Agent. Like, he's got the hard bit done, you know, and he now has all the confidence that comes along with those accolades. Even this fight, look at it, so calm. Like, he has dropped, he has been hit by a shaft while dropping, and he's missed out on the item, and yet still, hey, just hit the rocket, no worries, take your time. Beautiful stuff from Karvik. Backstein does fire back though.
Karvik uses his dash really well as well, actually. Like, he does some really cool little movement tricks with it. But Backstein does get himself on the board, and you know, if Backstein does defend himself from Karvik successfully a couple of times in a row, we could see this game get really close down the stretch. But he does need to be able to defend himself and continue to play the items really well. And the major items are split right now, so he will need to kind of stop Karvik from getting this mega health. I don't know if Karvik knows where Backstein is. Backstein just sneaking around right here. We'll get the mega health. I think that means that Karvik will be able to rotate to this red armor. Yeah, he was quick enough, and Karvik actually got that red armor really way ahead of time. I didn't see that. Sorry, and I don't think Backstein knows. Backstein doesn't know.
The shafts are hurting so much from Karvik now. Backstein on the blue, slight stack advantage with a rocket to finish. Can't hit the air rocket, and Karvik punishes.
Backstein had so much opportunity just there. I think Karvik made a huge mistake, but Backstein just couldn't hit. He couldn't deal the final blow, and Backstein does get himself under that mega, but yeah, machine gun versus pincer, it's not a good fight.
Just in time there from Karvik. 1 minute remains. Backstein, what have you got? Can you do this? Alan's seen enough.
I'll
He's out
check
of it.
something.
"45 seconds. Backstein's gonna get fragged here. There we go. 10 seconds still going on frag. This was Karvik's map pick though, and it is a map that heavily favors people that are good at being aggressive. So, what was the next map again?
It's gonna be Raya.
Don't want to end on too soon, but Raya, yeah, that is a good choice for Backstein. I think Backstein can use position a lot better on that map, and yeah, Karvik just showing that his style can be so effective. And I think for all the players out there that get called all aim, no brain, you know, aggressive, lucky, all that kind of stuff, you can look at Karvik and think, okay, maybe my playstyle isn't actually that dumb. Maybe my playstyle is valid. And, you know, maybe I can be the best player in the world by playing like this.
Victory.
There you go. There you go. Wonderful stuff from Karvik there. As for whatever reason, I cannot find Rhea. I'm searching. I'll have to find it manually. But I think Karvik looks as good as he did in the test tournament. Just really, really strong.
Yeah, well, I felt like he got into a bit of a cruise mode just then. And the top players, they do get into a cruise. You know, they set their brain to cruise control once they start winning these games because they don't want to tire themselves out before the games get particularly intense. You know, not taking anything away from Backstein, but I think, you know, Karvik worked out a style, and it worked, and it wasn't hard for him, and he just had to hit and just continue to break Backstein's back. All right.
There you go. Someone had to do it. Okay, I'm having a bit of an issue where I cannot find Rhea, and it won't let me search for it. So I'm
Oh,
going to have to
no.
remake the lobby, I think.
Don't
You
worry
think-
about it. You don't need to remake the lobby.
What? How do I get us on Rhea?
Rhea's just been removed from the fucking game entirely, apparently.
They must be like preparing the update.
I think we'll take it to a quick break while we try and sort this out. If that's all right.
Yeah. See you in a bit, boys. And we're here for map number 2 between Backstein and Karvik. It is on Rhea, although we're not calling it that anymore apparently. It's now Rough Bat, as Backstein gets a pretty dream start in terms of damage done there. Hits the pins through a 30 damage rocket as well. Now through the telly to the red. And Karvik will hit decently well, and he has that mega. So 3 items have gone the way of Backstein, just 1 to Karvik. And the damage, yeah, in favor of Backstein as well. Go quiet. So we have a mega red clash. Now I don't know anything about this map, so telling you what could and that could and couldn't mean, no idea. But Backstein looks like he was going to make a play for the red and just has to settle for damage. Gotta love the back-to-back exclamation point bracket commands. Backstein, yeah, doing a decent job with the pincer here. It's much slower than, of course, what you see on Skybreak. But Karvik really did just tear things up. I must say, I've never seen it before. The candy cane rocket launcher is superb. He's also got the new machine gun. I haven't seen that before. Pushing in with the shaft. Here's the screams and the lamentations of Karvik's women as well. It's a good frag, but Karvik with a pretty decent spawn there, and he will defend that red. Hello, Hamer.
Hey, yeah, and so we got one all on Rhea so far.
Yep.
Backstein does look like he's doing a lot better this map already. But yeah, what have you seen so far, GMT?
Well, I've seen, you know, a slower pace of game, and Backstein has played pretty passive on the items. It's been Karvik that generally is sitting on them and defending them. Backstein's been looking for damage, of course. As soon as you return, that switches to the other way. Karvik's going to use the smoke to get a nice mega. Oh! What in the world was that full commitment through the smoke?
That's such a beautiful move, to throw the smoke and then push through it while falling down, like knowing how good that, you know, how you can be aggressive that way. And yeah, there's not many people in you know, you look at the Quake Live Jewelers, you know, you look at the Quake Champions Jewelers, you look at CPMA, there's not many people that really get Diabotical's aggressive playstyle like Karvik does, and he shows us new things all the time. Backstein with the rocket jump up, very risky, and he could have actually won that fight if he landed all of his shots, but he didn't. And Karvik extending his lead to 2 frags.
Yeah. I think you put it best earlier. Like, when you lose to Karvik, or when you're losing to Karvik, it's hugely demoralizing, because your normal calculation, your normal understanding of what was supposed to happen may still have been correct. But Karvik changes things. 2-3 now, though. Backstein fires back on the red as well. Racing over to the mega through the telly. And yeah, no way Karvik can get on that.
Beautiful movement there by Backstein to go through the teleporter, have so much speed and wall clip to get that easy, nice jump onto the mega health. And Karvik does try to beat him here to the red armor, but he's way too early. Backstein will get the frag, and they're the kind of frags that Backstein needs to win this game against Karvik. Karvik is an aggressive player, but he is not the most smart player in the game when it comes to strategy and playing the items, and Backstein is in that regard. So he's getting caught out again, and this should be a frag for Backstein. He couldn't convert it though, and see, that's the difference. See, Backstein doesn't hit all of his shots, but he does try to create many opportunities, and I think we're going to see some more happening now. Backstein looking great on Rhea so far, GMT.
Yeah, right back in it at 3-3 and knocking Karvik away here. Such a huge stack, can play the bully. Looks for one, Pincer doesn't get it, but you know, it's every decision is a good decision if you're Backstein right now. You can go collect items, you can hunt Karvik down. Pretty
So
much whatever
smart.
you like here. Just, yeah, playing that angle beautifully. And Karvik pushes in with the rockets, hits well. I don't think he's hit well enough, though, as Backstein will be in the favorable position to get over to Mega, surely.
Oh, great smoke weevil there. Yeah, Backstein really smartly knew both the items were spawning at the same time, so waited for Karvik to make a choice of which one he was going to go to, and then dealt so much damage. And he's here early, and he's done good damage, but maybe shouldn't have had the shaft out first. Maybe should have started with the rockets, and Karvik can just push straight in and deal so much damage. Although Karvik only had 30 health before he picked up that red armor, and Karvik doesn't know the map well enough to know that that position actually is out of range for the shaft. Couldn't finish off Backstein. Backstein really smartly keeping his distance and just laying pincers down. And yeah, tying up the game yet again. Seeing a much different game, much different map from last game.
Huge damage. Bit of a missed flick there, though. And I feel like Backstein should be like 6-2 up or something. If he just hit a couple of his more crucial shots, he would be. But instead, Karvik's still in this, and oh dear lord, Backstein does very well with the rocket there. Karvik though off the spawn with the MG. Slow Weevil is out. Is it enough? 2 HP! Backstein lives, and that is huge.
And fantastic prediction there by Karvik off the spawn, knowing what a multi-life economy looks like. But the Backstein getting away by the skin of his teeth, and I think it will pay off for him, although Karvik will get this red armor as well, and now Karvik is super healthy, so Backstein's got to be really careful not to give up his lead.
Yeah. You are not wrong. Not wrong at all. Karvik now with that stack. And he's such a dangerous player with stack, because he loves an RJ. Loves it. Just one for the Mega there. Now playing quite well is Backstein, but yeah, Karvik hits, I think, quite an unexpected pincer shot, actually. And remains very much in control.
Yeah, like I think the expectations of the shots and damage and everything that people should normally hit gets really changed when you're watching a Karvik game, because you just see him so consistently hitting such good damage over and over and over again. And then you go and watch Backstein, and Backstein is also a really excellent player. You know, he hits multiple pincers in a row all the time and all this stuff, but he's like missing 1 or 2 which could possibly give him frags, and we're criticizing him for it, like that one for example, you know. And the reason I think we're criticizing him is because on the other end we're just so used to watching Karvik, who pushed here, shouldn't have pushed. Really bad choice there by Karvik. I think he knew it in the end with that rocket jump trying to get out. And yeah, Backstein capitalizing on Karvik's mistake and getting the items, getting an extra frag, and he should get another frag here. No, decides to back off and get an armor.
I honestly loved that little RJ though. That was beautiful. Really enjoyed it. The completely futile RJ.
Mate, we all love things that end in J. Anyway.
Not wrong. You're not wrong. Backstein gonna hit that pins spamming out. So Mega Red Clash once again. How are they gonna navigate this one? Well, Karvik's answer is to try and kill Backstein before it comes up and just stand his ground. But Backstein is gonna take him very low and ooh, misses the jump. That's 2 majors for Karvik, but he has almost nothing to show for it.
Oh, good shot. No, he misses the follow-up though. And yeah, that would have got him the kill. And they're the kind again, oh my god. He does hit some really good shots though. Backstein does whittle down Karvik over and over and over again. But he isn't able to convert. And yeah, if he flicked to pincer a little bit earlier, he would have gotten the frag there. Backstein, opportunity after opportunity, not able to capitalize. But at least he's creating them.
What in the world? What?
Oh!
Karvik!
Wow.
You're insane!
the rocket jump out of nowhere to get that mega health just surprises it surprises Backstein, but Backstein ends up the mutual frag ends up on top with the better spawn at the mega health, and then just easy pincer frag there at the red armor while Karvik's unaware of what's going on. And here we go, golden frag. Golden frag, Karvik is low, he's put himself in a bad position, and he knows it, and he's dead. Karvik giving up a map to Backstein, going to a third map here. Can Backstein continue this good play into the third map and capitalize?
Winner goes to, I believe, winners finals. So a lot on the line here, where they'll face the winner of Agent Pavel. All down to this Monolith game. I'm on board with Backstein. Let's learn a little bit about Monolith today. First time we're seeing it.
Looks like it might be the first time Backstein's played it as well. Not really knowing the good movement off the spawn. Didn't know where the rocket launcher was. Went back for it. And Karvik catches him out, camping the corner, and I think that's what we're going to see a lot of this game. The thing is, Backstein, he's a map kind of player. He knows he's good when it comes to knowing the map and how to play the map, and I don't think he knows this map. And yeah, I think maybe he was banning maps to try to keep Karvik away, but I think he wanted Bioplant and he didn't want this map, and I think he's in trouble.
Not a bad fight for him there, though. It's a little bit random. He's managed to hit the rockets he needs. Karvik now pushing, and ooh, very, very fortunate to hit just enough shaft in that position. Chip damage to that from Karvik. Shaft as well. Oh, he's looking good. 42%. It was 45 before that last little miss.
And we wouldn't see an easy frag get given up like that by Backstein on the last two maps. There's no way. And Backstein is showing his inexperience on this map like tenfold. And yeah, like the standard of Duel that we're seeing now compared to what we just witnessed in the last two maps is like a 10th grader compared to a professor. You know what I mean? It's dropped down significantly, and I think Karvik's just going to cruise through this one and end up winning it.
It could well be the case. Karvik looking pretty good already. Got 4 frags. All the stack. Can't even pick up blues. And just gets to push on here. Seemingly with impunity. Backstein falls. Mega for Karvik. Ah, what could go better for him at this point? Human benchmark.
Yeah, what do you think about this map, GMT? What do you think about this map?
It looks like it will take a while to be figured out, so I'm sort of hesitant to give much of an opinion, just because...
Maybe like a Lost World DM13 type map?
Yeah, I think it looks very punishing. It looks like you can make mistakes that kill you here without even realizing. You know, like when, similarly to Lost World, you know, if you just poke your head out mid sometimes and you don't have a shaft, you're dead. That's just it. You're not allowed. Like, there's a part of the map.
You make a couple of footstep noises in a corridor, like at a wrong time, you know. Yeah.
That's what it looks like here, because there's lots of narrow passages out of quite large rooms, but there's not like a wide open area that you can escape through. It's always quite enclosed. Karvik on that Mega, as Backstein did get the last frag. Doesn't have that much in terms of stack, but wants to go aggressive here, and well, so far neither can hit enough. Karvik finally does hit a pincer. Oh, yeah, actually, Mega Air reminds me of a Warsaw map. There is, I believe it's WDM, I want to say 10 maybe? Looks a lot like this.
Yeah, you're so right, actually. I played a lot of Warsaw, and being able to jump off walls on this map would make a really nice difference.
Man, Warsaw's a hell of a game.
Oh, so good. If you're an Arena FPS fan out there and you never played Warsaw, you just got to check it out just to play with the movement. It's very fun.
It is the most wild movement system of any arena FPS. It's currently called War Fork, of course. It's on Steam. Has pretty
It's
active,
free.
I think, bomb and CA servers, so you can get a game, sure. And there's also a pretty active FFA as well.
You might want to talk to someone about helping you get it
Oh,
set up
geez.
though, because the default is pretty rough. Anyway, Backstein will get a frag on the board after a long time of just getting owned, and he is only down 4 frags actually. I thought this map would be blowing out more, but I guess Karvik is quite inexperienced on it as well. Backstein trying to hit these pincers. Does try to block off Karvik, even though Karvik has a rocket launcher. Karvik could have punished him hard there, but he doesn't. And Backstein, another frag closer to equalizing. 3 frags down.
Wow.
Backstein.
What can he do from
Yeah.
here? I think, you know, if he just keeps doing what he's doing, it seems to be working. Karvik looks a little bit lost, and, you know, on no other map would Karvik give you an open angle like that without even firing. So definitely that inexperience on show. Karvik with the rockets trying to flush Backstein out and kick him off this red, but he stands strong. He spams back with blaster of his own. Onto that red he goes, and now the fight. But Karvik with the miracle air rocket. Absolutely beautiful, and he's going to get the mega off spawn as well after the mutual frag.
Karvik had no right to win that fight except just being pure brilliant, but he does try to pull it off again, and it doesn't work out this time. Backstein with a little bit more calculated, careful play, and he will get stacked as well. So Karvik may give up another frag here. Doesn't want to. No, Backstein backed off. Backstein, he should not have backed off. Karvik only has 33 health right now. He had an opportunity to get a frag there, even just with the machine gun, and that could really come to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, it depends. If Karvik can get on something, that's seriously painful. But I mean, I think that's the player who Backstein is. You know, he doesn't have necessarily that killer instinct that Karvik does. He's quite happy for people to walk away. You know, he's playing his own game. He's worried less about you than someone like Karvik is his opponent, where that's all he's thinking.
Oh,
Doesn't
beautiful.
know. Just didn't know where Backstein was at all, and
that was a beautiful conversion there by Karvik. I think like the thing about this game is, unlike Quake Live and and more similar to Quake Champions, is that there's a lot of armor and health around, and the health vials do respawn quite quickly, so you can restack quite easily. So if you leave your opponent low, there is like a high opportunity for them to get stacked back and come back into the map. So you do need to take your opportunities to get frags. Anyway, Backstein has tied this up. He's doing a really excellent job here. Karvik does steal that red armor. That could be vital for Karvik. But Backstein does take the lead. And we're in the 3rd map here, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd map of a best of 3. Whoever wins this goes to the winners bracket finals. Backstein did win the last big European tournament over Agent, and he is risking getting knocked down right here. Backstein maybe causing an upset.
Rolling back the clock, it's 2010 all over again. And Backstein had really crucial timing on the last couple frags that meant he got the major item that could have so easily gone the way of Karvik. Now he's just got to hold his nerve for 2.5 minutes. Up against the onslaught that is Karvik, who actually in these sort of positions is probably scarier. You know, Sun Tzu said, do not back your enemy into a corner. Well, don't back Karvik into one either. 11-8. Backstein holds on just enough to get the mutual frag, but it's mega for Karvik. Pincer as well. Here's a blue, and he's going to be slightly more stacked than Backstein going into this next fight. Big rockets aren't there. Backstein gets the better of him, and it was just a bad fight from Karvik. Just didn't land what he needed to.
I think he missed his first rocket all night, and yeah, a bit of a whiff there from Karvik. Backstein capitalizing, and this is not a good position for Karvik to be in. 4 frags down, only a minute to go before a golden frag, and Backstein will probably get this frag here as well. Has the item. Karvik does good damage, but it's not enough, and Karvik 5 frags now, 30 seconds before golden frag. Karvik has to make something happen here, and he's in such a bad position here. I think Karvik has realized it, and yeah, Karvik jumping on that red armor well before it spawned.
That was a Hail Mary if I ever have seen one. Backstein now just has to hit his shots once more. And Karvik, oh God! Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me, not like this. Thank Christ.
Oh my god, and now actually Karvik's in a really good position, and he will get both the major items.
And if you don't think that Karvik can do this and make up 5 frags, you are insane. Karvik, this is his bread and butter, is killing people and then spawn fragging them and making them feel very uncomfortable when they have no stat. Karvik now just always looking for damage round the doorway he goes, waiting it out. Smoke is up and Backstein tries to escape, but it's not going to be possible. 14 to 10 now. Backstein on the red, and they're going to be fighting soon, I'm sure of it, because Karvik wants blood. Oh, his rockets, why are they're not very good? Why are they so bad at the moment?
I think we might be seeing some nerves here, GMT. I think the game is getting to him. He's down 4 frags. It's a really difficult position to be in. And it's, you know, to think about, oh, he gets called out here. He's in a tough position. Will he get the frag? He should be able to convert here.
Mega goes to Backstein. Oh, Karvik. You big boy.
By the way.
Backstein, one shot. Oh, but he can't do it. 14 to 11. Karvik, the boy who lived.
Red armor did just get picked up. Karvik doesn't know it. This is not good for Karvik. He does run away though, smartly. Although he comes back. Okay, he double backs. The mega health is spawning.
Mega. He's not going for it.
I think he's scared. He's scared of
No
Mega
shot.
right now. Oh no. And Backstein will get both majors. Karvik's in a difficult room here. He doesn't want to get caught out. Okay, comes back to center map. Smart play there, going and getting the item
look.
and then coming back.
They're both crouch watching basically on top of each other. And here comes Backstein! Karvik hits a direct and it keeps him in it. But oh no, the turnaround 2-1. Backstein goes to the winners finals.
Amazing play there by Backstein. And you could see him learning that map before your eyes. And then by the end of the map, both players had figured it out how each other player wanted to play the map perfectly, and they were playing an excellent duel. Such a cool series, such a cool map, and kudos to Backstein for taking out Karvik out of the upper bracket, knocking him down to the lower bracket. Unexpected result here, GMT.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, Karvik was my favorite for the whole tournament, and was my favorite versus Backstein for sure, but he's going to be dropping. And he is going to have, well, the displeasure, Karvik, of facing, you know, the likes of Distant Light, the likes of loser of this, Agent versus Pavel. You might have to be Agent in loser's bracket to even get to a grand finals now, which is not going to be easy at all. That is going to be our next match, winners semi-final, Agent versus Pavel. Now, way back when, in the Quake Live days, I think this would be more even. But Agent is still the God Emperor, and Pavel is a very good player, a player that has looked great in team games as well recently, but he's never really challenged a Diabotical Duel tournament. He's never got to the grand finals. He's never looked like the best player, but we'll have to see. Maybe on new maps, maybe he can bring something new to the table. I don't know. Pavel's, you know, he's so veteran at this point. It feels weird to write him off at all.
I mean, like, there are these names in Arena FPS that, like, are almost just like, you know, it's like, you know, in tennis you hear like a Nadal or like, you know, an Andy Murray or these kinds of things, and it's kind of like those names. It's like, you know, you turn on the TV, you're like, oh, Murray is playing someone, you're like, recognize. And I think it's really cool how there are these old school names that just keep popping up really good players, good for the community, and fun to watch.
Yeah, very much agree with you. Well, we are into this next series. The picks and bans being done right now. Agent is going to take us to Rhea. Pavel will take us to Casbah. And then we've got a couple of bans to do.
Now we know Casbah is one of Agent's favorite maps, as far as I'm aware. So interesting that 102 Pavel is going to pick it. So Bio as the third map.
Yeah. Would be the first time we see it today. But we're going to start with Rhea, which is called, not Rhea, called Rough Back. Finally, we're all good. We're all good. There we go. We're all good. Let's see. Is Agent still the God Emperor? Or is he going to fall further and further, having lost his first ever Diabotical Duel tournament?
Pretty sure it's the God Emperor.
Pretty sure. I mean, look at his picture in the top left. It's like he knew he was going to be the best.
Self-fulfilling prophecy, you think?
Yeah. I think it's like nominative determinism, the phenomenon where someone's name seems to influence what they do in life. So like Usain Bolt was very fast. Agent's done that, but in pictographic form.
Yeah,
himself
true.
as the God Emperor, and now he's the God Emperor.
He does kind of play like an agent as well, very calculated.
Yeah. You know, sometimes we didn't really get to see classic Agent in the beginning of Diabotical because he just had nobody that challenged him. So it was like he played silly. But we saw versus Kavik, of course, where he's lost. He's also lost to Cypher before, only in winners bracket though, not in the grand final. And then we've had to see sort of the Agent evolve that plays the items incredibly well, whose timing is impeccable. And I'm hoping that we get to see more of that, because watching him just sort of run around and shoot people and they happen to lose, you know, it was getting a bit dull. But we're in a more competitive era of Diabotical now. And here we go.
Take it off the spawn, GMT.
We're going to be on board with the God Emperor. He's going to take the red armor. He's got a rocket launcher. He's going to hit it direct. That's vintage Agent right there. And another. Yeah, nice. This is fine. This feels like the Diabotical I'm used to casting, but no, Pavel gets the pincer in just at the end and takes our maiden frag.
And it wasn't really an advised play to try to shoot uphill rockets against a guy with pincer, but you know, Agent is a world-leading player in this game, so maybe it is a good play.
Maybe. You know, that's the thing. Like, Arena FPS is so weird to learn from in that sense, because your mechanical skill influences which strategic and tactical decisions you can make. And so watching another player, you know, in the same way that the physicality of traditional sports makes VOD review, like less impactful, is the same when you're watching someone like Agent, because he does some weird shit, man. I don't know what I'm supposed to think of half of it.
Right. Sometimes I feel like he's kind of trolling his opponent or setting them up mentally to think like, okay, I'm going to be playing this way, and then he changes it up again and plays different. But anyway, Agent comes in, he's so strong, and what? He actually used the slow weevil to his advantage to gain air and make Pavel not shoot the midi rocket while hitting so much shaft on Pavel in return. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever seen a player do that.
58% shaft from Agent? That's odd.
Crazy.
Oh, I've seen Agent hit 8% before, never 58.
And beautiful play there by Agent. Pulls out his melee to stop the harm of his pincer and baited Pavel into coming and getting the into the armor. Knows the time on this red armor. Uses the dash on the little ledge to get across. Nice little movement trick there, ladies and gentlemen. 85 damage pincer, and this is the agent that we came to see, just absolutely dominating all of a sudden. And 5 health remaining though. Pavel does deal good damage, but isn't able to convert the frag. And yeah, agent's now in a much more difficult position. This actually was a really good turnaround there by Pavel. Would have been great if Pavel converted there, but wasn't able to hit the pincer. And agent, what can he do?
What can you do? Pavel has all the stacks now. Agent always finds stack. I never know from where. Just seems to scrounge it together, and you know he's got 150 armor, and I don't understand how or why, but it's happened. And it looks like he's going to get the mega as well with a bit of movement tech using the implosion weeble. You love to see it.
That was fucking cool.
It was. Now fighting both outside of the slow weeble, just committing to the shaft. His agent switches to the rocket. Pavel gets the better of him, but he is left weak and limping and up against the MG. Not liking his chances there. Needed to hit 2 great rockets, didn't quite manage it. Agent on the red.
Agent doesn't want to go up this jump pad, but he does kind of want to, and he ends up doing it anyway. And Pavel does come out on top of that, but no! 75 damage beats 5 damage per hit apparently, and simple mathematics will tell you that a pincer out damages a machine gun, and that's agent right there.
Just facts of life. You know, I used to listen to the USSR national anthem when I watched Agent. It just really fit when he was absolutely wrecking everyone to just have the big orchestra in the background. But I'm thinking that we needed some circus music for this one because it's pretty clowny. Look at that,
Yeah.
jumping 360 into getting pincered, into using an implosion weevil to go up a tower. What? What?
Yeah.
This is
There
a
is
strange
stuff-
game.
It's just stuff that Agent is doing that no one else is doing. And, you know, it's only a matter of time until the rest of the world catches up with him. But, man, is he good.
Yep. Look how casual it always is for Agent as well. It's like, that was supposed to be a defended item. He walks in, throws a weevil, does a bit of shaft around a corner. Yeah.
Shouldn't be winning that fight there with the shaft versus the rocket launcher. Luckily, Pavel was missing a whole lot of rockets, and he misses the pincer. I guess that's the thing about Agent is that he does miss a fair bit as well.
Oh, yeah.
But he knows when to back off. You know, he knows when his time is done. Great cutoff there. Slows his opponent down, but it's not enough to get the mega. I think he will still get pushed off this. Pavel does come in strong with the shaft. Pavel probably could have used rocket launcher then. Yeah, and he does end up killing himself. Does anyone can anyone translate what that bind said?
Usually we have a Russian or 2 in chat. Agent looking good. Circus music's royalty free, isn't it?
You don't want to get DMCA'd, okay?
You really don't, not these days. I'll just put it in the chat. Everyone get this going on loop in the background, please. I'm listening to it. You can't stop me.
Agent up 6 frags now. Does the movement
What?
again. Doesn't work this time, but he still hits the giant pincer on the way down. And the Agent is cruising now. I don't think he's stressed at all. He's spinning his mouse around. He's throwing his melee.
He's having a good time.
Yeah, he's chilling. Meanwhile, if we swap over to Pavel, you can see his mouse shaking all over the place. He's stressed right now, and I think he might be kind of feeling okay. Now it's time to give it up. I might just try to deal damage, get lucky frags. Otherwise, I'm just going to concede the rest of this map.
It's so much better with the music, Hamer. It's so much better. Why is he pushing shaft? It's just walking through. Just walking through the shaft. I don't know. Here's the pincer. He doesn't look like he's trying at all.
No, he's chilling now. And I think this is what I was saying earlier. Like these top duelers, they know when they've broken their opponent's back, you know, and they can just turn it into autopilot mode. And they need to do that, otherwise they do get burnt out in the tournament. And yeah, look at Pavel. Look at Pavel. He might as well have just pressed escape and press quit just there. You know, instead he just gave Agent so much more confidence. And yeah, that's all she wrote.
There we go. I'm now going to put on the USSR anthem for old time's sake. It just puts you in the right mood, Hamer. Just to watch Agent absolutely dumpster people. Which, it's so weird because, you know, we've all had the experience of playing someone new in Arena FPS and you get to do that thing where you just walk around and they seem to die, right? But Agent gets to do that to Pavel.
Yeah.
Slightly different. I get to do that to, you know, day one Joe Blogs, who within a month is going to be better than me anyway.
Yeah. I guess that's the thing, like, you know, small differences in skill can mean so much in this game, but when you see it at the highest level, it's always just breathtaking. Anyway,
Should we watch some Pavel? Let's do some Pavel for a bit.
He's sneaking around. I don't think Pavel's confidence is feeling very high right now after the last map. And I gotta say, one thing that the Europeans have over the Australians, from my observation of these duels tonight, is their use of the smoke weeble. The smoke weeble has been such a vital weeble in these games. They use it all the time just to like make sure they don't take a pincer or don't take damage. And yeah, really good use of smoke weeble by the Europeans today.
Yeah, and I would agree with you, and it's something we've seen sort of develop over time. Luke IE actually was one of the people that started using slow weeble really effectively. You know, he'd use it in a more creative way than just throwing it on the opponent. And then we saw a couple of the sort of classic sightline blockers with the smoke. But as you're saying, this idea of like throwing the smoke on your opponent and then dashing in, that's fairly new. We've only seen it a couple of times today, but that's more than we used to see for sure. Yeah, good damage from Pavel.
Karvik showing that one earlier worked out perfectly. Anyway, Pavel almost caught Agent there with the shaft. Actually, I think he pushed him back up over the ledge again. If he actually hit a little bit less shaft, he probably would have caught him. But anyway, Agent's coming in here, just strafing left to right. Pavel misses the midi, it's not good enough, and Agent comes out on top when he probably shouldn't have. Agent wouldn't have come out on top against Karvik in that situation, but maybe Agent is calculated enough to know his opponent and who he's playing. Yeah, where did one of Agent's rockets just go? I think it went in a little crack and just disappeared just then. Prometheus!
Prometheus! This is a Prometheus map as well, you can actually say it. Well, hey, I'll DM him. We go way back to Reflex days. Good old Reflex. You play any Reflex, Homo?
I played a bit. It was pretty fun. Yeah, I mean, you know, CPMA.
Pretty much. Agent dropping on the Mega.
Easy.
I don't know who got it, but yeah, easy kill in the end.
We're seeing Agent go back into this mode of just autopilot, I think. Oh, almost ate the rocket there, but he doesn't care. You know, if he can just keep getting frags like this, it's an easy life for him. And oh, beautiful frag there by Agent. The pre-spam plasma followed by the pincer and then the second pincer, just beautiful. Oh, great shot there by Pavel though. See, Pavel's still putting up a bit of a fight, but I think Agent doesn't really care at this point. He's chilling.
Well, he's got a carbon fiber rocket. The connoisseur's choice. It's all about the skins, Homer. It's all about
yeah, I mean, we mentioned this earlier. Carbon fiber is by far the best skill skin. If you want to win, you got to pay to win by getting the carbon fiber.
It's lower weight. You can, you know, swing it around more readily. It's got higher fire rate, probably.
And it's it is more aerodynamic.
Exactly. It's just better. You can't dispute that. It's science. Pavel does have a stack. Now, what can you do with it? That is the question. So far, he can push Agent off a red. All right, and kill him. I mean, you
Came
saw
back
the
in there.
disrespect from Agent to
Yeah,
peak then.
so much disrespect. He doesn't care anymore. Pavel was so stacked, and Agent was just like, I'm just like smoking a cigarette on the side. I'm having a sip of whiskey. What's going on the map again? Oh yeah, I'm winning. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what's going through Agent's mind.
I wonder what it's like to be good at something. That's always what I think of when I'm watching Agent. I'm just like, what's that like? Can't imagine it. I do not
What
win a
it's
lot
like.
of games, hey man. Not at all.
Especially not against Y2 Jake.
Yep. One
The
frag.
burn.
One frag!
Burn.
Over a 5-map series, he won by one
Oh
frag.
no, I've triggered him. Alright, this isn't an interview about that. Alright, let's get back to the game.
Ah.
Pavel, 1, Agent, 5, Casper, 5 minutes to go. What can Pavel do? He needs to win this map, otherwise the series will be over. And this is the winners bracket final, is it? Or
Winners
is
bracket
this the
semis. The winner
winners
plays
bracket
back to
semis? Right. Okay, cool. And Pavel is able to use the slow weevil correctly. I think maybe Agent started chilling a little bit too early, and Pavel has been able to get a good stack, good control, and has landed a couple of good fights. And yeah, just continually coming out on top of these major items right now and dealing damage. Agent, what can he do to turn this around? What does the best player, potentially best player in the world, do in this situation?
Well, so far, he's sort of just backed off a bit. He stopped exposing himself as much. He's giving Pavel sort of space. And he's going sneaky, but that's not going to work if Pavel does exactly the same. On the Mega now goes Pavel, just 2 frags away. This was his map pick.
And if you're in the chat right now, let us know. Who do you think is going to win this game? Do you think Pavel is looking like the favorite right now, or do you think Agent will come out on top with his experience? Who do you think is going to win?
Advantage.
I want to know who to go for.
See, the problem is, right? Pavel looks great, right? He looks very comfortable on the map. He's got the massive stack. He's proven that he can get the frags. But I've just seen this happen too many times versus Agent, where all logic goes out the window, and Diabotical is a game where people shoot each other and then Agent wins. And that's just sort of my life. I feel like I'm living Groundhog Day.
Yeah, well, Agent has made a couple of good moves all of a sudden to get his stack back up, and now Pavel is in a difficult situation. And I think Pavel is shitting his pants a little bit right now. He is now on the back foot again. He's playing like it, although his stack is only just slightly less. And this next red armor is going to be vital. Will we see Agent come in? Oh, perfect grenade there by Agent, but no, it does not hit. And Agent wanting to deal some exit damage, but actually Pavel's going to set up for this mega health. Mistake by Agent. Rare mistake.
Yeah, potentially. I'm going to switch over to Agent. He's just at lower blue. Getting his own stack up. Pavel doesn't know where he is at all. No, he doesn't.
Agent was being very careful right there, and I think Pavel is starting to realize, like, oh, he's given up a red armor. Oh no, that is not good for Pavel. And yeah, he takes the rail. It's been equalized. Okay, all right. It's back and forth. Both players missing. Oh. I don't think you want the back and forth game with Agent like this. And yeah, okay, both players now have a major item each. Both players giving each other a lot of respect right now. I gotta say, the last couple of minutes have both players have had a lot of respect for each other.
Yeah, I think.
Meanwhile, GMT has to clear his throat.
Yeah.
Too much pipe.
Too much. Never smoked in my life, of course, but you know. it's gonna get me one day.
The crowd is going for Pavel right now, and I think they want to see an upset on Agent. They want the king to be dethroned, or the emperor, as you say. If Agent was a ruler, do you think he would be a diplomatic ruler, or do you think he'd be a dictator?
Very much a dictator. I don't think.
Huge push. Agent comes through the teleporter, does so much damage, and finally finishes him off, and that is the straw that might break the camel's back. Sorry for cutting you off. Dictator?
No,
or...
it's alright. No, massive dictator, but sort of he'll have some fun with it. You know, he's not mean spirited, but everything will be his way or the highway.
Rare movement mistake from Agent just there.
Doesn't happen
Just
often.
accidentally clipped something, got knocked down. It ended up getting him a blue armor. He doesn't really care about it. And yeah, Agent's gone into autopilot mode again. You can see he's just setting up for this. He just wants to waste another 30 seconds, get himself to golden frag, put this game away, and move on to the winner bracket. I feel like every time he pulls out his melee, he's setting his brain to autopilot. And
we'll see if Pavel.
he doesn't want to
finally...
kill yet, though.
Yeah, this. Very good timing though, the golden frag. Oh, what?
Oh,
No way.
Agent maybe should have delayed that frag for
One
one
second.
second. But it doesn't matter anyway. He catches him off the spawn. That's going to
There we
be GG.
2-0.
Just too good.
As always, my man. As always.
And yeah, he only really needed to play like 4 minutes of that duel. The rest of that duel, he like, honestly, it looked like he switched off. And it's amazing that a player can only play such a short period of a duel and be so good in that period that he completely dominates the game. And especially against a player like Pavel, who is an excellent player. Yeah, Agent is just so much far above. But you can see why that playstyle struggles against you can see why a player like that struggles against a player like Karvik, who is just constantly putting pressure on you and attacking you over and over and over again.
Right.
Yeah, anyway, I've lost my connection to Master Server. Apparently the game is outdated.
Hey.
Alright. We have an update.
Generally a good thing. Maybe not the best thing mid-tournament, but it'll be alright. So, we have a winners finals in the form of Backstein versus Agent. Our losers semis will be Pavel versus Distant Light and Karvik versus Diabotical. Those are big matches. I'm not too sure which ones we will and won't cover at this point. Gonna have a wee look. So, I think what we'll do is we'll do winners finals, we'll do one of the losers semis, and then we'll do losers finals, grand final. If that sounds okay to everyone else. My game is updated.
I'm seeing a lot of people in chat saying that they don't want that. Sorry, GMT.
Oh, mate. That's right. That's right.
I'm kidding. I think I'm going to cast one more and then I'm going to have to go to bed. It is going to be 3 a.m. here soon.
Oh,
so
mate. You're a trooper.
Tomorrow.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh. You don't... Like, you can leave now if you need to. It's fine. But we do appreciate having
fun.
you.
This is this is really entertaining. This is really fun. I mean, I don't have to wake up particularly early. It's okay.
Oh.
If you're in the chat right now and you're enjoying the stream, let us know, guys. Do you want us to continue putting on these broadcasts for you? You know, do you like Diabotical? Let us know. We love this game. It's a ton of fun to cast, and we want you guys to enjoy it too.
Pictures on a postcard, please. As they used to say on Blue Peter. Don't know if they had Blue Peter in Australia. Probably not.
I don't know what Blue Peter is.
That's all right.
Peter bread?
No, I don't know. Blue Peter was a children's television show where there was a lot of sort of audience participation. So it was like the presenters would talk to the kids. And, anyway, what are we going to first? I would imagine winners finals. Might as well.
Oh, is 4v4 Wipeout back in the ranked queue?
Let's have a look.
Good. I like that change. That's cool.
Yeah, it looks healthy.
I guess 4v4 Wipeout is by far the most popular pug mode, so they just put it in queue again. Cool. That's interesting.
Right, so we will be going into Backstein Agent. Now, this is quite a clash. You know, this is properly old school. Agent looked good versus Pavel, but I don't think we really got to see much of him trying. And then with Backstein, I think he's looking in the best form he ever has. If you can take down Karvik, I believe you can take down Agent.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough.
Those two, Karvik and Agent do seem like so far above everyone else, but Backstein, I feel like Backstein, maybe because of the new maps, had a massive edge on Karvik because of it. But yeah, I'm excited to see how he goes against Agent. I'm excited to see Agent be engaged for an entire duel, be pushed that hard. And yeah, I think if anyone's going to upset Agent this tournament, I think Backstein's the pick right now.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that he's looked really good and he's looked very solid, which is something that we would say of Karvik nowadays. But before, he was not solid, he was streaky, he was ridiculous. And now he's got that little bit of refinement to his game, but Backstein did look the more complete package. So it's interesting because I think for once we have someone who's as good as Agent, but also doesn't play radically different to Agent. Usually if they're as good, they play very differently.
And if anyone's interested, while we set this game up, the update that just came out was actually really good. They added a whole lot of really good maps to the free-for-all quick play, which I think was really needed. Like Hurt Locker, Starport, Frozen Decay, and Huracan. They're excellent maps that, like if you're new to the game and you're queuing free-for-all, I think finally they've got some good maps in there, and they've updated the Duel's rank map pool as well, so now you can queue Duel ranked and actually play the map pool that we're playing in this tournament. Yeah, great update this one is. Oh, and there's a time trials update as well. Crazy Al, do you want to fill us in?
Just maps in it.
Just maps in it, yeah. Right.
Well, we are waiting on Backstein at the moment. Dazator beat Karvik. Ooh. Karvik's out.
Just
So
like that.
Pavel Distant Light, winner plays Dazator. Ooh.
Where is Backstein though?
Where is Backstein? Yeah, so Dazator lost to Pavel and then has beaten Abchamo and Karvik. Backstein has DM'd me. I don't know. Okay. Here is our caster. Here is our Backstein in a second. Yeah, I think the map picks are going to be interesting here. I'm imagining we're going to see a lot of the new maps because I think the Backstein will want to take us to them, and I think the Agent probably isn't going to get Casbah, and he probably likes the new maps more than he likes Skybreak or Bioplant. So yeah, I would actually expect a full new map pool. Be interesting to see. Okay, Backstein is going to take a pee and then he'll join. Got it from the horse's mouth.
Excellent.
What do you think then, Hamer? Who've you got your money on?
Agent.
Agent. Fair play.
You know what we saw from last game though of Backstein is he learnt Karvik. He learnt Karvik's style and he adapted on how to play against it. So Agent is a lot less kind of predictable than Karvik because he's not always attacking and he's kind of being super calculated. But you know, I think maybe what we'll see is Backstein losing to start, and then he might be able to turn around and come back a bit. So that's my prediction, is that Agent will start winning, and then Backstein will give some resistance, and then I think that Agent will step it up a notch and make an even greater level of play. And then destroy Backstein. So, sorry Backstein, but I think
Well,
Agent's got your number.
We're going to see. There's no shame in losing to Agent either way. So, don't feel too bad, Backstein. Don't feel. You're going to be alright, son. He has now joined, and we're going to get into our map picks and our bans. There's the bracket for you in chat. Man who was struggling with the command.
I gotta say, it's really polite. All these European players join the lobby and they always write hi or hey every single time.
Of course.
They know what they're there for, to just do the map picks and stuff. They don't need the greeting, but they always do it. They're always very nice to each other.
Yeah. Right, we are not going to Monolith and we are not going to Casbah. We now have Agent's pick, which I'm expecting to be...
Raya.
Well, I don't know. It depends. Yeah, I was going to say Amberfall. It's going to be Amberfall, then Raya from Backstein.
Okay.
And then we have Bio, Skybreak, and Overgrowth remainder. I think we're going to see an Overgrowth. I think it's going to be Amberfall, Raya, Overgrowth.
I think Skybreak could actually be a good wild card as well there for Backstein, because I think Agent would struggles on a smaller map like that. Yeah, you're right. We do get a Raya up second. Backstein did take a minute to think about that. Now, I think Bioplant will definitely get banned.
Yeah, neither of them is really a Bioplant player. I mean, in fact, if you're not a player of the map, and Agent isn't either, I'd maybe just try and play for his for his discomfort. But yeah, we'll see. Overgrowth is gone, so it's either going to be Skybreak or Bio. It's going to be Bioplant. Okay.
Bio.
Yeah, I actually don't think that's a horrible idea if you're Backstein. I quite like that. So that is.
There's a lot of item splits in Bioplant. Yeah, maybe that does suit Backstein, but I feel like Agent makes the better of even stacks.
Yeah, I would say so. But I think a more fighty, close quarters map, something a little bit more snowball heavy, more variance to better versus Agent is how I look at it. But Amberfall, well, anything but. This is a big, huge map. It's got all these angles, all these little rooms. I love this for a big brain player like Agent.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell us your stories about Backstein and Agent in the chat. Have you met them? Who's your favorite person? Have you shook hands with them? And who do you think's gonna win? We got Agent on spawn here. He's got the. Oh, he finds him in the water straight away. It doesn't really make a difference though, and that water isn't getting punished as hard as I thought it would. And Backstein dealing some good damage and getting away with the pincer.
Certainly does. Can't be pushing any further though, as Backstein is on that high ground, and they both try and get a bit of damage done. Oh, through the grate, Backstein's getting the better of him so far, now pushing with the shaft. A decent rocket say goodbye, but Agent full.
And I think this is a map that maybe Agent would struggle on. It's not an ABC style map, it's very complex. But no, never mind. Plus forward with the shaft. And yeah, I think like the other thing about this map that you got to keep in mind is that no one really knows how to play it yet. There's so many routes and there's so much stuff going on. Everyone's just kind of working it out, so they're kind of just throwing shit at the wall and seeing if it sticks, you know? And that's what you see from Backstein just there. He's like, you know what? Opportunity, plasma in your face, let's make it happen. Here's the damage.
It's worked a great effect. Backstein 2-1 up. You know, I think I do like a more complex map for Agent, though. I think that, you know, his intelligence being what separates him. I can see why, you know, a more cycling map where it's an easier cycle could suit him in one sense, but I also think that his navigation of maps and his routing is some of the best out there. So, I mean, I personally like it for him. Time will tell, though, of course. As you say, nobody really knows how to play it, and they won't for some time.
Yeah, totally. I think like there's so many routes to this map. It's just so hard to predict what your opponent's gonna do, and I just feel like that would make it hard for Agent. But on the contrary, if he's that good at predicting what his opponent is gonna do, maybe it's a massive plus for Agent. So you might be totally right.
We'll see. He's going to hit a few pincers here, and it makes things very difficult for Backstein, who just wants to leave and has to do his due diligence and check all these angles. And oh, what a fucking headache it's got to be. Like, trying to escape that room, he had to check about 6 different angles, and then he got clapped anyway. Like, just so much to think about on this map. Agent flies into the room.
And you see Backstein just spamming all these different areas and aiming at all these different areas that Agent could come in from. The players are so stressed out about what could happen on this map. They really don't know what their opponent is capable of. This is a nice little camp here, but Agent can hear the pincer, and Agent is just kind of waiting for Backstein to glitter free. I like that play from Backstein, the fake teleporter juke, but he will catch Agent out. He misses the rocket though, and it comes back to bite him in the ass. Agent does come out on top of that situation, and he will get the frag and equalize the game, and the follow-up damage as well. This is not looking good for Backstein at this moment.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Agent able to trap him here? No, Backstein runs away. He doesn't get the blue armor. Oh, Backstein comes back though. And Agent deals so much damage with the lightning gun into pincer shot. And yeah, you know, all these blues on this map, it just keeps kind of perpetually up if you're rotating them properly, and that's exactly what Agent is doing. He knows which order they're spawning, and he's doing such a good job of keeping on top of the blues. And he's trading damage with Backstein fairly well, but it doesn't matter if you're the one getting all the armors. And what was that shot? How could he even see Backstein through that teleporter to hit that pincer? Beautiful shot there, and another beautiful uphill rocket as well. Agent is absolutely demoralizing Backstein right now, and GMT, I gotta hand it to you, mate. You are 100% right. Agent is so smart, and it is working to his favor 100% right now in this map. Amber 4.
Yeah, it's just so much harder for Backstein to keep tabs on him than it is the other way around, and just using that information, going through this telly now, hits the rocket. 6-2 now, but honestly, it feels a bit more one-sided than that. Oh, shotgun ult fire. The ricochets.
Oh, the ricochets.
Almost. No, Agent waits. Gonna be on a blue. Backstein with a lot of health, no armor yet. There it is. Now pushing with the shotgun, doing huge damage, but misses one shot, misses two shots. An Agent gets to kill himself and Backstein at the same time in a situation where I felt you should have been banged to rights.
Mutual frag is really good there for Backstein, but he needs to not give up a frag here. And yep, he's still in a good position. This is great spam rocket there for Backstein. But yeah, this is great for Backstein as his opportunity to get back into the map after some really dominating play by Agent. Agent happy playing his time.
Rightly so.
Beautiful drop air move.
Very real things, the drop bears. What is going? Am I dying?
Probably so much casting of Diabotical is slowly killing you, man.
Sapping me with my life form.
It's Too Good's negative energy flowing through you. It's like
he
fucking
does always-
Palpatine.
After every broadcast I've ever done, James does send me a little message just saying that I'm shit. So, it does begin to wear on you after a while. Agent gonna win that fight. Not left with a whole lot, but it's Agent. He always finds stack. That's not gonna be an issue for him. He knows where the pickups are on this map, and indeed every map. Ooh, that was nice.
Spam shotgun was
Backstein.
actually really good. I think he's memeing right now, but it's actually working out for him.
Yeah, kind of. So the shotgun ult
Yeah.
fire is like, it's not good, but it does give you a little bit of versatility. So I think it's more influential in the team games where you only have
Yeah.
a shotgun and then, you know, it suddenly has a different use case. But in a
Totally,
duel,
yeah.
you almost always have a better option. Like even MG, I think, is
Oh.
probably higher average DPS.
How did none of that hit Agent just then?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Blast.
I agree to an extent. I don't know. I think the shotgun ult fire can be super useful if you're running, and you're spamming it back at your opponent when they're running at you. But yeah, obviously rocket is going to be more useful in that situation anyway. So great prediction here by Agent. I think Backstein is kind of thrown in the towel a little bit, and Agent knows it. Look, he's just swinging his knife.
He's just admiring the scenery. It is a beautiful map.
It is a beautiful map. Apparently 70% of the judges' weight went into how nice the maps looked, right?
Apparently so.
30% went into how well they played.
No. 29% went into bribes, and then 1% was how well they played.
I mean, if you believe the controversy.
Victory.
Oh, beautiful. Nice. And Adrian was happy to take a mutual frag there. You know, he's in golden frag. Great setup as well. And yeah, Backstein absolutely crushed. Yeah. I got to hand it to you, GMT. You were absolutely right. That map is so complex, and it ended up favoring Agent so much. But again, we just saw the same situation that we've seen Agent get put himself in so many times, where
Starts in
he
3,
dominates the first few minutes of the map,
1.
and then he starts chilling because he's broken the back of his opponent, and his opponent is just demoralized. And we're seeing the exact same start that Agent had against Pavel earlier,
Oh yeah.
and it didn't work again. And he did it the second time. Agent thinks that is the way to play the game off the start on this map, and it hasn't worked twice in a row. So, I mean, it's working against someone because he's doing it, but yeah.
Yeah, or he's, you know, just handicapping himself so that things are more fair. I remember
True.
the first time we saw Agent lose in tournament, and he still won the tournament overall. But the first time he dropped a series, we then found out he was massively hungover, and he just got better throughout the day. So he clearly had a couple of coffees in him by the end, and he was back in, you know, normal Agent form.
I would have
So-
thought Agent's the kind of person that doesn't get hungover.
What, you think he's that hardened of a drinker
Yep.
that he just can't?
He's just a beast. His mind is impenetrable by puny means of alcohol, you know?
He is getting on, you know. He's got to be, what, mid-30s, our Agent? Who knows?
As far as I'm concerned, he's a robot.
Yeah, well, he might as well be. I've never spoken to the man. Maybe he is a robot. Maybe he was the first Arena FPS playing AI.
Actually, you know what? You know the AI, it's like, oh my god, great catch there. And yeah, Buxine was hanging out in the same little spot that we pointed out earlier. It's like kind of new tech, but Agent was well aware of it. And yep, easy frag there by Agent. Actually, if Buxine hit his rockets then, he would have been okay and maybe gotten the frag on Agent, but a lot of pressure that Agent puts on his opponent, and Buxine misses them all, and great damage there by Agent as well. Yep,
I
Agent
also-
looking very confident this map.
I really liked how Agent just walked away after hitting that damage as well. Like there was no need to do anything more. Just take it for what it is. Comes back in though, and Backstein, with the defensive play, does very well to get that frag. Left with just 13 HP. The armor stack doesn't matter, but you know, get a couple of bubbles in you, you'll be alright.
Excellent
Walk
prediction
it
there
off.
by Agent. And Agent would have heard him scream there, so knows that he's low, and he can push forward here with the machine gun. Knows that Backstein is sweating, and will win him this red armor, I think. Yep, Agent, smart play there, being aggressive. That's one thing about Agent is that he doesn't particularly have much respect for his opponent. His dodging is excellent, his smarts is excellent, and it really gets under his opponent's skin, I think. I think most of his opponents are used to playing a duel where they get respect from their opponent, but I guess Agent has just done so much winning that he just doesn't care.
Yeah, it certainly does feel like that sometimes. I mean, I wonder what Agent looks like in a scene where he's not as dominant. I think we then start to see, you know, classically what people said about him in Quake Live, his impeccable timing, his really strong positional play, his great defense. Maybe we'd see that more at the fort, but because he wins so much, I think it has almost tainted his play, actually, like maybe for the worse. But it is slightly more fun to watch because we get to play the clown music.
It is hard to see brilliance in a game like Duel when someone is not being pushed, you know, as hard as they can. And although he's only up by 1 frag right now, it does seem like he's extremely comfortable. He's not a very imposing player. Like he's not trying to just like impose his will on his opponent. And that's a strange thing for a top player, because you know, you look at most of the top players in QPL or whatever, they think like, okay, my opportunity, I got to take it. My opportunity, I got to take it over and over again. But it doesn't seem like Agent's like that. He's like, I'll let the opportunity come to me. But maybe that's to his detriment, because Backstein has suddenly gotten 2 really kind of easy frags, and he's in the lead in this map. And I guess this was Backstein's pick, Raya, so he's feeling confident on it. And this is around the time when Backstein turned around by Karwick, but he got caught out here. Oh, he pushes Agent into the corner, locks him in the corner with that shaft. Agent couldn't do anything about that. And yeah, as I was saying, this is about the time in the series when Backstein turned around versus Karwick and started putting his foot down and saying, actually, you know what? I can play better against you guys.
Oh! Almost with the frag through the smoke. Now waiting for the 7 damage pincer. Backstein does it. And that is
Great
sensational.
Oh, so good. Oh, but Agent comes in. Agent knew the Backstein would try to cheat the red armor and go and get that 50 health. And then Agent comes in for an easy demoralizer. The backbreaker comes in. Oh my god, Agent. He is such a good player. He just knew, like, okay, easy frag to follow this up. Slight risk, but if I hit everything, doesn't matter. And Backstein jumping into that with a plasma gun, not expecting his opponent to hit everything, I guess, and the game is tied up yet again. A player that has their confidence would not make that play that Backstein just did, and I swear it's because Agent just made that spawn frag off the red armor before, where he caught him at the pincer, and it ruined Backstein's confidence, and he just gave up a frag by jumping on the mega.
Absolutely. They do have mirrored, well, not mirrored, the opposite stacks, basically, inverse. Agent with the shaft will come out on top, and well, his stack's okay, especially with that blue. He's going to be able to make his way over to the red, and I think impose his will, and rather just defend the item pretty easy. Yeah, Backstein doesn't show up, trades out with the pincer. Backstein, what are you going to do for this next red? In fact, is Agent going to show up? He will. Just looks for a pincer. That's enough for him.
That smoke grenade was a bit weird. I guess he wanted to swap out his Weevil. What Weevil does he have now?
Implosion.
This is why. Oh, but he's going to use the implosion. It doesn't work out. Bit of a movement mistake there from Agent. It's going to cost him, actually. He does get the red armor, but he's getting pushed hard here by Backstein. Hits a really good 100 damage direct rocket, and Backstein will have to back off here. Backstein low on health, but Backstein, I think, made the right play. It's just that Agent hit some really good rockets, and now Backstein is in trouble again. Backstein tried to capitalize on his opportunity, but now he's... Oh! Yeah, if he hit that, it would have been nice. Still wouldn't have gotten the kill. And yep, Agent super confident in this position.
Yeah, pushing him now. Trade with the pincer, but yeah, I feel like Backstein. I don't know if I like him showing up to this red. Oh no, it wasn't good. Wasn't good at all.
His patience ran out, I think. He was like, I gotta make something happen. And he just was there a bit too late, like maybe 2 or 3 seconds too late versus a player that had 100 more stack than him and position. So yeah, not the best play there by Backstein.
Agent will
and
be on the
yeah,
red once
look how
again.
confident Agent is now. Oh.
Well, he's got nothing to fear. Even that blue he has pretty covered. He's got all the ammo, all the weapons he needs, can push on in. Slow Weevil doesn't scare him, and it's a great angle to fight versus a rocket player as well, just slightly on that ledge.
And he's happy taking a shaft fight versus a rocket fight. He's happy to give up that DPS difference. He doesn't really care at this point.
Yeah. Oh, what a pincer. And that means that even though Backstein's on the red, unless he can get on the 50, which he does, but still stack advantage for Agent. And I was going to say the way that he lacked stack there, like Backstein didn't have many options, so Agent knows exactly where he is and exactly what he can do. And it's 2 pincers. It's a rocket. Not through the smoke. Would have loved to have seen it, but oh well.
Gave up his streak though. He was up to 90 damage pincer, I think, and then gave up his streak. So, great movement again. I love this implosion Weevil. It seems like he does it every time now, and yeah, Agent showing why he's the best. You know, when push comes to shove, every single time, Agent works out a way. and I think that's why he's the best. He seems like everyone gets fragged, everyone gets the better of someone at some point, but then Agent turns it into another mode. And I think he has like a dial. He has a dial that switches him into different
Golden
play
frag.
styles, and he just switches those dials until he finds one that works, and then he sticks to it.
Pretty much. And here he is, potentially pushing it onto this red. Doesn't need to, though, with a slow Weeble up. Yeah, he'll think better of it, and I don't blame him at all. He's on the blue, though. He's having another couple of shots. Stack advantage is so large, he can get hit by 2 pincers without returning, and he'll still be fine. Dropping down with the rocket. This could be it. Oh, Backstein. I think with a movement flub actually wanted to go through the telly. It worked out in his favor, but it is overall the same. 2-0. Agent goes to the grand finals. I feel like I've said that once or twice before.
It just seems like it was too easy as well. Like, we've seen all these great matches between all these players, and then Agent just comes in and crushes. Like, the score doesn't look that far apart. Players hitting similar damage, similar everything, but it just seems like the composure and the mental ability to make the right play at the right time. So good. Top notch.
Apparently, we've done our maps for our losers finals. Is that you taking your leave then, Hamo?
Yeah, I think I should go to bed.
That's
Sorry,
a shame.
GMT and stream, but thank you for having me. And it's good to see Diabotical being rebuilt right now, and the community taking control and actually showing the game the love it deserves. So everyone, get in the game, play the pickups, play the ranked, play the free-for-alls, whatever.
Time
Have a
trials.
good time. And the time trials, of course. Time trials community is awesome. They're an awesome
It is.
community. And those maps are really sick. Anyway, good night, everyone.
Thanks
Enjoy
for
the rest
being
of the
here,
comp.
Hamo.
So yeah, cheers.
No worries.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Always a pleasure to have the Australians on the stream. I really need to go to the toilet. I'll
Go
be
on,
honest
then.
with you.
Go on then.
But I'm host. I'm gonna give you the host, Alan.
Give me the host. I'll do it.
I'm off
on
to
it.
the loo.
Hey, he's off to the loo. And I've got nothing to say other than play more time trials. Just waiting for Pavel to get in the server now. I believe I sent him the right key. I most certainly did. How's it going, chat? Are you enjoying the show? Certainly hope so. And there we have it. Both players in the lobby. Let's just get the final confirmation. And then we will go ahead. It's going to be Casbah. Best of 1 between these two players now. So what are we thinking? Who are you rooting for in the chat? Is it going to be Pavel or is it going to be Dazator? Takes this lower bracket match. The loser will be going home. The winner will be going moving on to the lower bracket finals to face Backstein in a best of 3. To find out who gets the privilege of losing to Agent in the final. It looks like we're getting started.
One. Fight.
Gonna be following Dazator to start, gets that Mega Spawn, Slow Weeble, Rocket, and the Pincer, of course. Pavel on the other side getting the Rocket, Shaft, and Red Spawn. Now it's just a waiting game. Both these players just crouch walking around. Pavel going to early setup for the next Red. Blocking off the entrance of Dazator with that Smoke Weeble. Daz is going to be taking position up on the Mega. See if he can defend it from a high ground attack. And it looks like a relatively clean pickup. He's going to get out no problem as well. Back over to that Reds. Just dancing around this map. Dancing around each other even on this map.
Look at Alan actually casting.
I know, mate. It was hard work, I'll be honest.
Unbelievable. But you can hear that I'm dying.
Yeah, a little bit.
So don't commentate, ladies and gents. It's bad for you.
There's only a little bit left. We can take it easy. We can dial it down. More relaxed TimCon casting. Save your vocal cords, Joe.
Get cunted. Welcome to
Hey.
TimCon. Never said that on stream before. Never would.
No. No. Very
I just
slow
always had a
game
bit of
to
a
start.
run in the losers. He's looking good.
Yeah, he is. Oh, how does that miss?
Prometheus. That's a joke. Prometheus doesn't work on this game anymore. Don't worry.
Yo. Big things. Big reveals.
No, I have no idea. Just a joke. It's just a joke.
It's just a joke, calm down. I can already see the Twitter posts popping up. Oh, these rails from Daz, disgusting. Nice dodge from Pavel though, baiting that shot. Pretty dangerous though. Could have easily died.
You just like him because he's called Daz.
Daz? Daza.
You love saying Daz. What have you been up to recently, Alan?
Playing time trials, mate. What about
Nice
you?
one, mate. I've been decorating.
Nice.
I've got my logo 80 by 60 on my wall.
Lovely.
And I've got 3 Formula 1 photos. I've got Big Jim Clark at Silverstone in 1967. I've got Sir Jackie Stewart in 1968, winning the Nürburgring by 4.5 minutes rather. And then I've got Jean Berra leading Juan Manuel Fangio in 58. All black and white on the wall.
Quality.
And I've got a New Yorker poster as well. And I've got 3 big film posters on order. Broken Flowers, Sorcerer, and Woman in the Dunes.
Never seen any of those.
They're all corkers.
Brilliant.
So that's my life at the moment.
Nice one. This is such a Russian duel right now. And that though.
Welcome to Quake Live, Alan.
This is the new ZTN. Jahar already hates it. Oh, what a catch! No way! That is huge damage.
How's he
but
got
Pavel
Mega?
gets on it. I know. Pavel gets on that Mega and somehow manages to survive. Fucking hell. That was expert play there. From Daza. From our Daza.
Ah, Daza. My dog's giving it Yaldi.
Big one.
Yeah, hang about. Give me a sec.
Oh, look at this. No way.
Yeah, she's just sitting in the rockery, mouthing, just being mouthy. It's not on that easy. That's pushing in with the Shah.
Taking it up to 3-0 now. On this, in this best of one, almost loser bracket final, but not quite there yet. Match.
Some call it losers semis, Alan.
Some people do, I do not. Call it the almost loser bracket final. Oh, another big slow weeble play. You can't escape that.
Big
There's a
balls.
questionable defense there from Pavel. I don't know what he was thinking. Should have just hightailed it out of there.
If you're both Russian and telepathic, please do tell us what Pavel was thinking. But you don't have to be Russian, you just have to be able to speak Russian.
In order to understand his thoughts, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they would
And
be
you-
in Russian.
And you do need the telepathy to understand his thoughts.
Yeah, that's the key part of that.
I don't think Lukai is telepathic.
No.
Bit of a shame.
Man, these players just keep catching each other out. Look at this. Massive, like, bursts of damage. Big Weeble plays.
Big, dirty, stinking weeble.
Big push from Daza. Nice, securing that red. Rotating back round to Mega, hoping that Pavel hasn't already picked it up. I think he did.
Oh, it's going from bad to worse for our boy Pavel.
It is indeed, actually. It started off so well. I think he might have been broken by that slow weeble shaft catch in the air. Even though it didn't kill him, that certainly would break me mentally.
Mate, there are some stiff winds that could break me mentally. I'm ready to be broken. I come like, you know, the Amazon parcel where the tear off strip that keeps the box together. I'm like that. I'm
Yeah.
pre-prepared to break.
That thing never comes off clean.
It does. You're doing it the wrong way.
Apparently I'm doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, there's a correct direction.
Yeah, I always go the correct direction.
No,
It's
you
like,
always
no.
apparently go in the incorrect direction.
No. You're wrong.
Bang.
That was a big
Haven't
bang.
seen a single TimCon bang in the chat today.
I think I saw one. I think it was Jake Crow, so it doesn't count.
Oh, was it? It definitely doesn't count. Apparently that means Sergey don't miss.
Yeah, Sergey, don't miss. Come on, Sergey, don't miss.
Victory.
Oh,
Bang! Right,
Wow.
losers finals.
Big
Let's go.
plays. 11-1.
11-1. Daz versus Backstein.
That's the man
There we
himself.
go.
Is he still in the lobby? That'd be handy.
He is.
Quality.
Give us the host, Alan.
Go on then, Joel. You know what you're doing. I don't have
Fuck
a
off,
clue.
Pavel!
Big words.
just
He's a much
smashed
bigger
him
man
out.
than you, Joel. You can't say that
most,
to him.
most women are. And also Pavel.
Oh, that was good. I like that. Pavel
Alright.
is indeed the higher seed.
Yeah.
No, he isn't.
Yeah,
Backstein's
Daz
the
is
higher
3, Backstein's 4th.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at Pavel. I'm an idiot. Yes, Daz is the higher seed.
Questionable.
Are we going? I guess we're probably going Poland server.
Should be.
Yes, this is a best of 3.
Get your blueberries in, children. I'm having 2 bananas, half a pack of blueberries and half a pack of grape before 5 PM, because then I have to start my fasting for 16 hours.
Of course, yeah.
In the last few months, Alan, I've become a fat bastard.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Why first drop? Because
7 map pool.
7 map pool. Yes, but it's 1 map advantage. And the grand final. Sorry, Adam's whispering in our ears.
Yeah,
Turning
anyway,
me on, giving me a semi.
weird, mate. I was in my prime 56 kilos, and I'm now 75.
Oh.
Last time you saw me, I would have probably been about 62.
Last time I saw you, you were tiny.
Yeah,
you were
and
just a
that
wee
was
boy.
that was 13 kilos ago. I've become a fat bastard.
Dazator does not want to drop the first map.
Excellent.
Gaza. I don't know how we've got this far into the tournament.
We've played loads of S3 so far. There we go. Amberfall's gone.
Ben.
As well, Ben. I think Dazator knew that was coming.
Raya. Backstein's going to go for overgrowth. And then, 2 bans. What's it going to be? Monolith, Fireplant, or Skybreak, Alan?
Hmm.
I'm feeling a sky.
Sorry, what?
I'm feeling a Bioplant.
You could have saved that there by saying I'm feeling a Skybreak drop, and I would have been next level. But you didn't. You ruined it. Bioplan.
Bioplant.
Have we seen a Bioplan today at all?
No,
I don't think we have.
we've seen 1 Skybreak, no Bioplant. We're always ready.
Been ready all day. Apart from that one time we will.
Apart from that one time. But we don't talk about that time.
Oh, sorry. Brought up. Nice early plays by Backstein, doesn't quite pay off though. Looking for that early pick through the door. I'm calling it a pick now. CS casters. Bang. Slow weeble. Bang. Return bang.
Big bang attack. Vegeta!
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, big
Fucking
bang
hell,
attack.
dodging that. Okay.
What's...
It is a
Game.
game of pencils right now.
Oh my dear lord.
Oh, you
It's a
needed
game
that.
of 2 halves as well though, Alan. You gotta consider that.
Yep. In 4 quarters.
5/5.
We're not doing this.
I bet Adam occasionally tweets it's a game of 2 halves. Like when Swansea, we're gonna win the league, and then still can. Yeah, let's go Swansea.
Oh, almost. How many fucking Weebles are there on this map?
You just sound angry. You just
I'm
sound-
not angry. I'm just I didn't realize. It's such a real map though. Like I've
Yeah.
been kind of watching throughout the day, and one thing's for sure: Riot is a pincer map.
Well, with Frontier gone, we needed one.
True enough. Not that I'm complaining. I have no horse in this race.
He does not play Duel. I don't play anything. I play Brood War and Teamfight Tactics.
Wait.
I'm checked out as fuck. They can't sack me now, Alan.
Alright, Joe. Calm down. Big pincer. Was that a 90? It was like a 90.
It looked like one, did it?
Yeah, the numbers.
Yeah. I haven't been to the cinema in like a year.
Yeah, well, there's the whole plague, isn't there?
I know, but I used to go to the cinema like twice a week.
This is why we shouldn't cast together, Joe. We end up just talking like mates.
Well, we are.
Like there's not 100 people listening to us right now.
They don't want to hear about bang. Vaccine takes down Daz.
1-all. You're not getting that rocket launcher. Don't even think about it. Alright, I may get it.
That is actually quite comical how pincer heavy this is.
That is really, yeah, big time. And I wouldn't have put these players down as like pincer heavy players either, so maybe it's just the game. Maybe the game is just pincer heavy, do you think?
There's a chance.
Might be
Although
true.
Quake Live was shaft heavy.
Well, up until they nerfed it.
Yeah, but then Evil got so good that it was still shaft heavy. Where's Evil?
Yeah, good question.
Evil would walk over everyone in the game. And also, his skill set is like perfectly suited for
What?
QPL.
How did Backstein know he was there?
No, no. Evil would be so good at Quake Live.
I wonder what he's up to these days.
Probably welding.
You think so?
Yeah. You ever thought about getting into welding?
No.
Deep sea welding,
Yeah,
you get a lot of money.
Yeah, for good reason, I imagine.
Yeah,
It's probably quite
it
risky.
does have the worst mortality rate of all
Yeah.
jobs in the world. Like oil rigs are the same. That's, I mean, it's those sort of jobs that really skew the figures and make it so that like men are 30 times more likely to die at work than women.
Backstein with a frag, not letting it get away from him. It being the game, not Diabotical.
Big stack, huge stack.
Oh! Big rocket. I mean, the same size as any other, but meaningful.
Yeah. We do abuse the word big
Large.
on TimCon quite a lot. Oh!
It's a big pincer. And it's another reasonably
massive.
sized pincer.
Oh!
Big angle.
Huge.
Oh. Did you hear that? He just heard the grenades bouncing around, decides not to take that teleporter. Very clever. Picks up one of the 12 weebles on this map.
More weebles than rocket ammo.
Is that true?
No.
Oh. That'd be epic.
Frag Stealer in the chat. Whoa. That sound legend.
Oh.
He's beaten 6 ounce poo once or twice.
What a name.
Yeah. It was a real shame because I used to big up 6 ounce poo. I loved the way he played. And then I can't remember what it was. He said something really racist or something. I was like, oh no.
Oh. Warsaw players, eh?
Mate,
Fucking
weapons.
men, aren't they?
a lot of them.
Weapons. Oh, I love that as a descriptor of a person.
Hmm. I haven't seen Dazator for a while.
Not me neither.
There he is.
Oh, big jump. It was a big jump, to be fair.
They're huge, mate.
Tying it up now 4-4. Max team with the advantage. That's getting on that mega, but what does it mean if he doesn't have any armor? Nice suppressing fire. Max team probably feels pretty suppressed right now. Oh, catches him in the back.
He might be feeling depressed in this fight. As
They're
the
safe,
blaster gets him 5-4, Dazator. He's got the health from the 50.
Pincer's coming out.
I swear Baxtein's hitting so much better with the pincer.
I've got a race HUD on, so I can't see.
It's 46% for Daz, 60% for Baxtein.
Ouch.
Big JT's never wrong.
Things. None. 0.
If only we could tell Adam. But unfortunately, the technology is just not there.
Oh! Big pincers from Baxtein. Yeah, again, 5-5, keeping it even. Keeping it Steven.
Keeping it, Stephen. Stephen Mulhern, child entertainer to the stars.
Oh, where was that from?
Downtown, Alan.
Oh, there's just always a pincer waiting. Lying in wait on this map.
I think they should get whoever the best sniper player is in all of TF2 and get them to play a Raya 1 map cup. I think they might win.
Can't throw piss in this game, unfortunately. Oh, really? God.
I saw when I was watching the Aussie TF2 earlier today, Dazator pushes in with. There was a scout using the Force of Nature. What's that about, Adam? I always thought the Force of Nature was shit. Interesting. Yeah, maybe.
It's a nice one-sided
Also-
conversation we're listening to now.
Yeah. Also, I watched someone use a shortstop on one game. Like, wow. Wow. TF2 is a good game. I'm gonna play it soon, I think. Although I sold all my mice. Yeah, I'll play with you, Adam. And you'll get really frustrated with me. It'll be great.
Like real.
Huge.
Massive.
Aye. If you like watching Dazator play, you're gonna love watching Dazator play on the LAN. What is it, like 2 weeks time, maybe 3 weeks time? Factory LAN, dual tournament, 10 grand on the line, and it will be streamed both in Russian and here on TimCon
In English.
in English. Well,
Close enough to English.
yeah. Whatever I say, and then Scottish.
Wait. Looks like it's going to be an easy final crack for Baz. Putting Raya to bed. Moving on to the next map. What is the
It's
next map?
Overgrowth.
It's Overgrowth.
Second time today. The map that looks like that 2v2 AIM Arena map, like the third one. You know the one.
I don't.
Yeah, you do. You know the AIM
Enclosure?
Arena map that you can't play 1v1? Yeah. There's like the third one of that.
Okay.
It looks like this.
Sure.
Here we go.
3,
We're on Overgrowth.
1.
It's Dazator versus Baxtein. What a match. What a game.
Oh, we got void cannon this time.
Ooh.
Have we seen much use of the void cannon today?
Yeah, a little bit, mate. A little bit.
Yeah. Good to know.
Quite fun, the void cannon.
Big rockets.
Who won
Dunno.
Tim Trials last night?
Who do you think?
Alan.
Knight.
Tim Trials. Woo. Tim Trials is actually a horrible mode for Adam to produce. He has to hold tab all the time. No, you've got some sellotape holding that button down. I swear. You must. Oh, the void cannon ammo looks cool. Never seen that before. You played any duels on the new maps, Alan?
I laugh.
You laugh. Me neither. I retired. In shame.
Are they in the, so now that they're official maps, does that mean they're in the dual queue? Like, is that a thing now? Because I might give it a go, to be honest. Have a go on the new maps.
Poor Abraxas. Two to two. I've only got 25 minutes to finish eating for the day.
Off your face, Joe.
This is now a stream where I just eat great.
That's fine. Oh, big bounce. Oh, the rockets from Dazator just coming out and hitting Backstein. Oh, another. What is that push from Backstein though? I guess he must have thought. I mean, Daz was kind of low, yeah. Nice, nice smoke legal play. Pushing Daz off of that platform where I assume that there is a big item. I don't know what it is though. Is it a red?
Red.
Yeah.
Sounds like grapes. Quite cool, the new maps, I think.
Yeah, I think they definitely look nice. I think Rhea looks amazing. Oh, Daz with just no health in that fight, but just
No
dances
health.
around.
No respect.
No, none. Just dancing around Backstein's shots not letting him land anything. Backs onto the reds. Nice clean pick up by the looks of things. No challenge. Whoa, that was close. If he'd held on to that just a wee bit longer, he could have got some damage at least. Oh, misses that easy shot, honestly. That was just running up the stairs.
Mega next.
Very cheeky plays by Backstein. Let's get himself on that mega, but at what cost, Joel? Cost of his life.
Cost of his life, and that is the iron price.
Indeed. Oh, big things coming out. Oh, there it is. Backstein gets it.
7-4. Blue armor is there. Next will be red and mega at the same time through the telly. I'm not too sure about that. Backstein and Dazator shows us why. Let's Daz
Challenged.
go for the mega. He'll take red.
Backstein now, seemingly just hoping that the yellow is going to come up. Daz going to secure that red. No challenge from Backstein. Rotating back to the Mega. Should be... Oh, there it is. There it is. I was going to say, it should be challenged. Backstein makes an appearance, but... we put it down a lot of damage. Oh, that's a nice angle. Good prediction. Rotating back to the red. Again, no challenge from Backstein.
Oh,
Big things round the corner.
and more, and more, and more. What's going on?
Would be better have an awkward fight on the stairwell there.
Are they
Joel.
all right? I don't think they're all right.
They'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Backstein has nothing. Nothing. Dazator has everything. Backstein just needs to hide, run away, don't challenge. Oh, that's not a good place to be caught. It's gonna eat a big rocket. Oh, delivers one back though. Oh, good damage, but he took way too much before the fight. Oh, it's not. Don't do it, Backstein. He's not that low. Couple of missed rails. Both these players.
Dazator's going to push in, and it's the right call.
Yeah, even if he takes that rail, it's not a big deal. They'll eventually get the frag.
Oh, what a flip. Very different casting maps, you don't know.
Oh, why?
It's got nothing to say. Going back to my great.
Seen very little void cannon usage. Oh, massive damage. Pushes him off the red, doesn't even deny it. Oh, and a weird catch there. Who even... What? It was a mutual. Split. It's another weird fight in the stairwell.
Golden frag.
There we have it. Oh, good play.
Backstein lives for now.
Needs an item. There we go. Gets that red. Daz still pretty much even stacks. Daz could outplay him just on aim if he catches him in the right position. Oh, and that's a big opening damage there for Daz. Backstein does secure the Mega, but does manage to get out just... Oh. I'm terrible at this job, Joel.
It's right, mate. We all are.
Backstein gets that next red.
Yeah, that's very important. You know, he needs to keep the momentum up, because if he doesn't get a clean frag, he still needs to be able to clean up the spawns after. And needs Stack to do that, like now.
Nice.
He's got the frag, he's gonna get the Mega. Where's Dazator?
On the red. Oh,
Big
big rocket.
rocket. Grenades as well, jumping over the rocket. Beautiful stuff from Backstein. If one of those had connected, it would have been curtains. Instead, he's on the red and still on the warpath.
Paxton securing that yellow is going to put him in a better position to fight for this next red. Although Mega is going to be the first item. Don't know if this. Oh no, he didn't get a yellow. My mistake. Is there 2 yellows here?
No, there's a blue and a yellow.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
You got a race HUD, haven't you?
Yep.
Oh, in the back, there's Dazator.
Nice little dance. Oh, that might be curtains for Backstein. There's a lot of damage coming out of Daz. Having said that, he's very low HP himself. He's scrounging now, trying to pick up any little 25 he can. Or indeed a red.
Red would do nice.
Backstein on the Mega. Oh no, gets caught out in the jump pad.
Oh,
Thankfully that little lip saves his life.
yeah.
If that wasn't there, he'd be bouncing up and down. Just taking all that shaft damage. And
You
your
can hear
Backstein,
Dazator just doesn't contest at all. Can't.
Backstein's out here with the swaggiest skins.
Yeah, exactly. 1 HP,
Oh.
0 armor for your tournament life. 3, 2, 1, bang!
There it is.
GG.
GG indeed.
Backstein will take 3rd place in the 4th TimCon Monthly Diabotical Duel, which leaves us with just 2 players remaining, our grand finalists, Dazator and Agent. It's a best of 7 with 1 map advantage to Agent.
Agent will pick 1 map to eliminate. So I guess that's Amber.
Probably.
I guess. Hold on, let me check. No, I guess we are playing it. Amber.
Amber and then Rhea. After that, we'll be going to... No. Bioplant and Casbah in the opposite order to which I said. Skybreak after that, which means Monolith or Monolith will be our 6th map if needed. All right, let's get it on. Grand finals time. Ladies and gents, do hope you've had a good time today with the monthly. We did actually miss. We didn't do Christmas, did we?
No, we did. We didn't. Skip December. There's a lot going on in December, you know.
Pocketed the money. All 22 quid.
Oi.
We did CPMA Christmas, yeah.
No, that's not what it was called.
What was it called then, Alan? Christmas Promo Arena.
That's what it was called, yeah. You could have gotten away with it there.
No, I knew what it was. I just wanted to bring up CPA Christmas.
I know you did. I know you did.
Because that was a genuine... I actually said that's what it should be at one point. I was like, wait, you got C. You got Christmas.
Christmas.
We'll put PMA before it. Positive mental
CPMA
attitude.
Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas Promo Arena was better. Also, Christmas Promo Arena had a bunch of money. Fucking
Yeah. Did had loads of
Like-
money.
yeah. It's like $500, wasn't it?
Yeah, nearly something like that.
Alright. What stage is it? We're on the grand finals. Daztor versus Agent.
Brackets a little outdated. I'll work on that right now.
Ah, boys. Ah, boys. Oh, the actual main Diabotical account retweeted it.
Way.
That's new. Very well. 2,500 people seen last week.
Big ups.
40 have clicked through. 40. Here we go then. Your grand finals. Is it Agent or is it Dazator? Let's get it on. I'm on board with Agent. He's going to be picking up a blue. He's going to be making his way over for a second blaster because didn't have enough ammo before. In the back is Dazator. Here's the shock rifle usage. And oh, he gets it done. 1-0. Really liking the void cannon here as our Dazzle. It's a fun weapon, no doubt. Having some issues with the water physics there. Crucial that he's getting a favourable trade here. Dazator! All four. He's looking good.
Why? That aim trainer practice on Rhea earlier must have helped.
Yeah. Big Daz. Dazza to his friends. Dazator to his mother-in-law. A lot of names, this fella. Whoa.
There's a hundo. Just a casual hundo.
Was casual, wasn't it? I didn't even notice it.
Pretty casual, yeah.
69% pincer accuracy. Jinxed it.
Why have you done that?
Well, Alan, I hate joy.
Oh, don't we know it?
I am a miserable fucker, it has to be said. Well, I'm not too sure it does have to be said, but it is true.
Oh, getting caught in this water, that's not good. You cannot dodge.
Ooh.
You cannot dodge, don't even try.
Where's the discharge mechanic though, Alan?
Oh, tell me about it.
Doing bring her. Do
Oh, yeah, just had to, didn't you?
you remember when that game was going to come out? 2 months away now. My Google Doc in tatters, Alan.
I know, mate.
Fucking Christmas.
CPMA restless.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm
Can't help
from
it.
now on.
Oh, that would have been sick. But it wasn't.
But it wasn't. I mean, that would have been like full on Great Ormond Street, but instead it was like the Mediterranean diet.
Right.
Very healthy.
Okay.
Not at all sick.
Dazator without a pincer fighting back with that boy can. It's not going to do much damage though. Oh, big rockets. You might even say large.
You might. It's been known to happen. Agents remembered who he is.
You think so?
Yeah. He said,
Ooh,
hang about.
almost getting caught there in the
I
water.
lost the tournament. What's happening? And now he's turned it on.
I don't know though. He's on death's door. A little bit of armor isn't going to save him that much.
Doesn't matter.
He's got more now. He's got
God
more.
Emperor.
God Emperor.
That
Dazator
hit.
missed his chance.
That was ridiculous.
I love the awareness from Agent. Just aware of that grenade just beside it. Doesn't even need to look at it. He knows it's there. He knows how far away he needs to be to dodge it.
He really is playing chess while we're playing hopscotch. What?
Misses the drive-by.
Unfortunate.
Not what you want to see.
I hate to see it.
That was a good switch. Oh, almost catching him off a spawn.
TFT actually with a sublime, what's the word? Idea in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Hitting a hundo just goes massive. Yes, rude boy. 100. Bang. What? Oh. Oh. Oh dear, that
Over
was a
to
lot of
Dazator.
damage.
8-5. Can he take it back, Joel?
No,
No? Not
No.
having it. Not for a minute. No way on
not
it.
against the God Emperor.
Fuck yeah, now.
Trying to sell all my comics on eBay.
Here we
But-
go.
I have to do it as a job lot because I can't be fucked going to the post office for 62 different parcels.
It's fair play.
But it's also too heavy to really post as one big lot, so I've got to do either collection only or like courier.
Oh,
And a lot of people have been sort of teasing me and going, yeah, I'm interested. I think if we can get the courier price to X, Y, or Z. I'm like, yeah, but I don't control it. It's going to cost you 65 quid. I'm sorry. That's just what the courier is going to cost. I'm like,
You
"Eh,
tell
I
them,
dunno.
Joe.
I'll think about it. I'll be back in an hour. And then they're not back.
Nah,
What's that about?
Never coming back. Oh. It was a regular sized drill.
Yeah. Very normal. I've seen bigger.
I've seen bigger this much.
Yeah. No free items in this game. Also, nothing in this game for two in a bed.
No. I love how just aware. Wow, look at that. Just how aware the agent is of his opponent at all times.
Yeah.
It really makes a difference. Just knowing where your enemy is makes such a huge difference. I mean, look at that. How many times has he hit that shot? Just in this game alone.
Genuinely don't.
More than a few.
Oh, alright then. Hey! Ooh, yeah.
Awareness of
Ooh,
your opponent.
yeah. Oh, 1 HP. That was a bit of a clown show, what we just saw there. Oh,
Little bit indeed.
no.
Oh, Joe, go get DMCA'd.
Yeah, my singing's pretty accurate. You're not wrong. All right, Daz. The Zaniel to his colleagues.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Can't call him that.
I'm not. Oh, I got 5 minutes until I'm not allowed to eat anymore, so I gotta eat these 2 bananas.
Eat those 2 bananas.
Eh.
Oh. Big things. That was a hundo, I believe. Oh, misses out on the next hundo.
We're 1 banana down.
That was quick.
Oh, I'm a 3-biter for a banana.
Why? I bet. That's honestly lucky there. Not to get caught out on that jump pad. I don't know if he meant to stand on it. Bringing it back though, 9 to 10. 1 frag between these 2. You said it couldn't be done. Is this as far as Daza gets, in your opinion?
Yeah.
We shall see. Agent skulking around in the water. Can you skulk underwater? Probably.
Me personally, or...
In general.
Oh, yeah, you definitely can in general. Not me, though. I've eaten the bananas.
Nice.
You gotta get 2 bananas in your everyday, Alan.
Definitely.
Yeah. Standard, mate.
Oh, Agent, sorry, rather, Dazator pushing Agent down to the lower grounds. Putting him on the back foot. Is he going to get this mega without taking a rail? He actually does, oh my god.
Blue as well, big
Agent.
stack. Agents also got a stack, though.
Now on golden frag as well.
You couldn't call it, could you?
Well, you did earlier.
You
Tried
just
to.
couldn't. You couldn't. Nobody would even try. Oh!
Using that smoke to his advantage to escape that room. Very clever.
Very clever. There's the pincer. Through the telly, big rocket, and now Agent smells blood. 1 rocket to deter him for a second, but he's on the mega, and now Dazator from a fairly even position is definitely on the back foot. Hits damage, and he needed to. On the blue. Great fighting there from Daz.
Look at this. He just always knows where he's going to come. You know what I mean? He always knows which door, which teleporter. All that good stuff. And applies the damage as necessary. Takes a big grenade to his feet though. Watch your step.
How many bites are there in a full piece of toast?
Depends how big the bread is.
What do you mean it depends how big the bread is?
You can get big bread, Joe.
Yeah, but standard size.
Alright, I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
4.
4.
I did a poll on Twitter. And it was 4. It was 5 or 6, and then it was 7 plus. And I believe 5 or 6 won.
This fight, this match is so close.
Yeah.
Look at these stacks. Next mega up to Agent. No damage from Dazator. Where is he? Just a wee bit slow. Oh no, takes another massive rocket around the corner. This has got to be it for Daz. Game over.
There it is. It's classic Agent at his very best. We go to Raya.
And that's now 2 up for Agent.
Here we go.
Game starts in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Good luck is called. Alan, what do you think we're gonna see on Raya?
Lots of pincers. Well, 2 pincers. But lots of pincer shots from both of these pincers. There's 1. There's 2. And a big rocket.
Huge, mate. That's what it's all about.
Nice. Oh, the damage! Look at that.
Alright,
3-0.
does.
Very it does.
All right. Of course you can fold toast. What's TFC on about? It's that fucking Welsh bread.
Yeah. Big rockets from Agent.
But we're not talking about a big slab of soda bread here, TFC.
Soda bread.
Or lava bread, or whatever. Alright? Talking about a standard Warburton's whole meal. Alan likes. Yeah, exactly. So we're not talking about that, we're talking about toast.
Ambitious rail through the smoke.
One if folded fucking big. Toast in one bite.
That's just greedy.
We're not talking a whole half piece, we're talking a whole piece.
A whole half piece.
A whole
What are you on about?
half whole piece. A ring piece. It's not that hard. Though.
Right, I'm not having this. I'm not having this be the topic of conversation in the grand final.
The grand finals.
The big one.
The
Bazator is 3 frags up on Agent. When has that ever happened before? Well, that one time.
Yeah,
What a good time it was.
probably. Can't say I recall that.
No. Good defense. Bazator tried to sneak up on Agent, but Agent is aware. As we said in the previous match, always aware of his opponent. It's a big 180 flick. I love that. What is Agent doing? That was very brave, even with the slow weeble.
Really enjoyed that selfie.
Yeah.
Do you pre-fold your toast, mate? That's still going from strength to strength and almost giving it away, but still holds on to his 5-1 lead.
No, you cannot, Jake.
Oy. Agent looked like he was posing for the death cam there.
Agent taking a frag at last. I'm not gonna let Dazator run away with it.
When has he ever let anyone run away with anything?
At one time.
I won't. He was late, to be fair.
Hmm.
Mate, that was a good day, ends that. Me and Davis, giving it large.
Large.
It was slightly different to this cast.
Why? No toast involved.
Do you remember when we used to do serious casting on the TimCon stream?
No.
Do you remember TimCon Royale? TimCon Royale was pretty...
Barely remember it.
That was
A
a good
lifetime ago, Joe. That was before the plague.
No, it was during the plague.
No, it was
It
before
was just at the
plague.
beginning of the plague. It was before the lockdown.
Yeah.
But it was... The plague was out.
Before the plague went mainstream.
Yeah, exactly. Before you had to wear masks. It's a problem. So my mask says VF on it for Vinyl Factory. Everyone thinks I'm part of that country clown.
Everyone thinks that, do they?
I'm walking down the street and they go to me, do you know Sirius? No. I don't know Sirius. I know Adam Teskey, MD of the Vinyl Factory Manufacturing. Like, who's that?
Oh, big rocket. So many big rockets.
Bang. Dazator shuts the door on Agent as he tries to make this comeback.
I love how nothing has invigorated this chat today apart from this conversation about toast.
I know
Now
what
they're
people
all
want.
giving it this time, you know what I mean?
I know what people want, Alan. They want to talk about toast. They want to talk about bread that's been made, cooked, and then cooked again.
Burnt even.
Yeah, slightly.
Hamo was in here before, literally begging people just to talk in the chat. Nothing.
Yeah.
Talk about toast? A whole boy.
Hold up. Hold up, streamer. I heard you talking about toast.
Meanwhile,
You know
Agent-
your life's not in a good way when you receive this text from your friend from school. Hey mate, how are you coping? Not how are you? How are you? Not how is it going? How are you coping? Cracking that. I'll get back to Ivan in a bit. Yeah. I'd say I'm gonna put a bet on this, Alan. Next frag wins.
Go on then.
Whoever gets the next frag will win this duel, I reckon. I think it's going to be an ankle breaker.
A barn burner.
Yeah. one
That's
of
a
them.
phrase I learned recently. Don't know what it means. Just started applying it to whatever. Seems to work.
It's what I've been doing, Alan. And I'm a professional esports commentator for one more week. And then I'm just...
Alright,
Agent's going to win this. mate.
Agent's going to win apparently. 6-5. Oh, 6-6.
Do I know Sirius? No, sorry.
So what do you think, Joe? What does Daza need to do to stay in this?
Well, you can't win because whoever got the next frag is going to win.
So what does he need to do?
Well, you can't.
He needs to go back in time and not die.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
He needs to stop playing Diabotical and start playing Time Splitters 3.
Nice.
Great game.
For a minute I thought you were going to say time trials, and I got disappointed.
Tim Trials.
Whee. Dazator ready for it.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
Go on.
It's when people are finally going to say something along the lines of, I miss the old TimCon. I'm like, it was better when X, Y, and Z. Because that's going to be really funny to me. Because people are going to miss shite.
Big thing. In what way? What is to you? What is the old TimCon?
Well, that's the thing. It's going to be defined by someone else.
Mm.
Well, like maybe when we start outsourcing the casting even more. Or like, you remember when the quality of the stream used to be horrendous because I was doing it?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Dazator takes another frag, it's 7-6.
No, he's lost.
What you got to say about that, Joel?
Well, it doesn't matter. I said the winner of the
Doesn't
would be the
matter.
person who got the next frag.
Winner of this match or the whole thing?
Oh, no, just this map.
Right, okay.
But Agent has won this.
Right. We shall see. Big mistake there from Dazator to just allow Agent to walk onto that pincer, in my opinion. I mean, he was at a disadvantage, don't get me wrong. But still, not the result you want, especially when he's going to go and hit 4, maybe 5? Nah, just a 4. 4 pincer
He's not a
shots,
greedy man.
one after the other. It's a lot of damage, that, Joe.
A lot of.
It could have been avoided. Big rail in the back. Another one.
Another. Up the jump pad. Da-da-da.
Sun Tzu may say never to back your enemy into a corner. Has he ever met Agent?
No,
Probably not.
Sun Tzu died quite a long time before Agent.
That's
Was
a
the number
shame.
one Diabotical player.
It'd be nice for them to collab.
Yeah. You make it sound like Joe Suggs and Zuella. We're gonna fucking. Hi guys, welcome. I'm Sun Tzu. I'm here with Agent, and we're doing the do your Warlord makeup challenge. He's missed a lot of pincers.
Oh, he hit one though. And he's back in that corner. Oh no, that's Agent. Never mind.
Oh! Oh no! What are you doing? Bang!
8 to 7. Golden frag for Agent. And just hits a big pincer on him right off the spawn. Oh, he knows he's there. That's painful. Agent, that awareness. You know how earlier you were asking about a telekinetic Russian?
Oh!
Found him.
He's so fucking good.
He is very good.
And we're going to Casbah? Oh, fuck.
Agent's
Yes.
home away from home, to be sure.
I think it might be his regular home, Alan. I think he feels less comfortable in his house.
It's going to be a clean sweep then, you think? Dazator was playing very well here earlier.
Game starts in 3.
Does it matter?
Yeah, I think 3-0.
Fight.
Okay. Agent with that mega start, the rocket, the rail, the slow weeble, the blue armor. He's just gonna back off and say, alright, I'll take this blue, and you can take the second red, apparently.
Oh!
Uncontested.
Ooh.
Agent will rotate around for the other blue though. And then maybe set up for a mega? Perhaps? Nope, Dazator's like stink on a monkey.
Like stink on a song.
Hey. Oh, big rockets from Dazator round the corner.
Huge.
Even in that slow weevil. A slow field. He's going to delay that red pickup because he knows Agent is very clever. But he's not brave enough to go all the way to the blue. Just listening to Agent's footsteps, trying to locate him.
Fucking chat's taking it down.
He's still giving it Yaldi about toast.
Yeah, that's alright. I mean, not the
How-
teller, I get the Marks and Sparks one, but yeah, sure.
How has Agent managed to strong arm his way onto this red?
Well,
It's reds. Come on now. You should have
yeah.
had it.
Dazator has such good starts. That's an actual comment about the game. That's inspired me. I'm going to commentate.
Wow, let's go.
Agent with 200 armor gets knocked down a little bit by Daz at range. Gonna eat that lower blue. The rocket's off the mark for both at the moment, but Dazator's the one who comes off worse for it at the end. One rocket. Oh, if it could clip round the corner, he would have had it. Instead, Dazator lives a little bit longer up the telly. Weird weapon selection from Daz. Weird.
There.
Like, really fucking strange.
The egg shotgun. Watch this. Oh,
Oh.
so let's shot that a little bit earlier. It might have worked. And we've seen him make that. We've seen him make that shot before.
That's the Agent Classic.
Classic. And look at this. Just not letting him double back.
On the map. Now, he knows where Daz is. He's safe to go to the red if he wants. Instead, he's gonna fight, comes out on top there, looks for the spawn. Oh, unbelievable. Oh!
Big grenades. It's gonna make him back off. Gonna make him think twice. But it's not enough. Maybe that's just what you wanted Dazator to think. Dare say it was.
Do drug dealers wear masks and wear gloves? Like COVID safe business?
Couldn't tell you.
I just wonder how, you know, worried about Corona people who do fentanyl.
Probably not very.
You're sort of in for a penny, in for a pound, aren't you?
So, yeah.
You're doing fucking fentanyl. If anything, the Rona might cure you. I don't know. Alan.
I also don't know.
Best. Your fentanyl days are over. Really proud of you for getting off the crocodile like that.
Oh, you helped me through it, Joel. Done without you. Bad way it's all of us.
We say some bad shit on this stream. Ah, dear. Agent, falling. That's a talk. Yeah, just rushing
Getting
in
frag. 5-4 now. Can he even it up, Joel? Will he even it up? I'm asking you. No, he won't.
I'll tell you, next frag wins on.
Next frag wins.
Yeah. I was right last time.
He was. He was. Right last time. Clean red. No challenge. Agent's got better things to do.
Like stand there menacingly. just standing there.
He's standing at the middle of the map. He's listening for where Dazator is, and he wants to be where Dazator is not. That's the play.
He's got the red there for him. He's going to be pushing out with the shaft. Dazator hits the director needed to. Well, pushing on in is Dazator. Liked his chances, but I think realized that Agent probably has a little bit more stack. Agent backing up to the Mega, I would presume, and Dazator looking for damage. But Agent fires back with the shaft. Pincers 1, 2, and 3 all there for Daz, and they're both left so low, but he can't hit the crucial one. Oh no!
And that was the next frag.
That was the next frag. Agent's
He's
one.
going to win, apparently. And this is the final map if Agent wins.
Yeah. Sorry to say, it's going to be a 4-0 in the grand finals, Alan.
Oh no.
The next frag win call is never wrong. Look at it.
Big shotgun. I love a shotgun frag, Joel. You know that?
It's my favourite. Right? It was a really good game that has a very strong shotgun in it. Yeah.
Oh. Tell me about it.
Doom
2. That's a good game.
Ricochet, 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 ricochet.
Oh, come on, around the corner.
Coward! Oh, 1 HP. Fair play.
All the more reason.
Well, sure enough.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Now
that's-
shotgun.
What are you doing? Trying to rocket jump up there? There's a jump pad right there, mate.
Yeah,
Takes his
mad.
place.
Oof. But he's scared of jump pads. Because
Why?
Agent's always there.
Oh,
Do you
rocket
remember what
jumps in.
happened? Do you remember what happened on Raya when he was leading and he hit all of those pincers and then Agent did 200 net damage to him?
Okay, give a fuck.
It's
Just drop
ridiculous.
onto the shaft. Like, whatever. Yeah, sure. I'll hit a couple rockets. Maybe. Maybe I won't.
Mate,
He doesn't care.
why doesn't he care?
I don't know. Because he knows he's gonna win. He got the next frag, and you called it.
Agent, notorious stream sniper.
Oh, look at that shaft in the
Yeah,
air.
his shaft's good.
It is, isn't it? It is. Look, he's smiling. He knows what. Dazator's not happy.
Agent RJing up. Alright, bud.
That's a victory lap if I've ever seen one.
It's like Senna at Donington in 78.
Oh,
85. So.
God. Make yourself look like a fool. Oh, Dazator. Right, this is your chance.
man.
Come on.
No.
You can do
Right.
it. I believe
50
it.
seconds on the clock. Pushing in. To lower blue. He won't collect. Agents there. Big damage coming out from neither of them. Mega is next. It's going to be blue for Dazator, Mega for Agent. 4 seconds now till the red. And Agent is here to play foil. With the blaster, this is unorthodox
How have you
pincer
let
to
that
end
happen?
it. It's that time of the month again, Alan, where we give Agent 100 quid.
Yeah, it certainly is. There it is. It's all over.
TimCon Monthly number 4 in the books. Congratulations to Agent, commiserations to Dazator. Big ups, my man inside. Don't know why I've said that.
Things to say and phrases that sound cool.
Yeah.
TimCon Live. Monthly Duel Cup.
Well, that is our show for the day. And that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much to everyone for playing. Thank you as always to Adam for producing and Alan for co-commentating, as well as Hamo earlier.
Word. Big shout outs.
Huge shout outs. Anyway, that is our show. We will see you not next month, sooner than that. We'll be seeing you for the factory LAN in like, I believe 15 days? Something.
And we might have a Tim Trials Cup between then as well.
Yeah.
So look
So-
out for that.
Get following, ladies and gents, boys
Get
and
following.
girls. And we will see you very shortly. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.